Well, hello again, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another evening of the Domadet and Medisign week, apparently. Let me take us over. Ta-da! Here we are. So, this is going to be... Yeah, we had scheduled for Subnautica. Now, if we did not have Outer Wilds scheduled tomorrow, this would have turned into an Outer Wilds stream. I'm really sorry about what happened about the stream last night. We were running late, I know, which is my first mistake. And my second mistake was, well, not a mistake, but it's just, I was right at the very important part in that game when my entire PC froze up and crashed. So, bit of a cliffhanger we had to end on there, unfortunately. So, fortunately, we have a stream. Here, let me turn myself down a little bit. There we go. Fortunately, we have another stream tomorrow, so I can make up for that. And, so I'm sorry about that. In the meantime, though, we have more Subnautica to get to. So, as another reminder, this is a hardcore run, so on the off chance I die, I will point out I do have a backup save here just in case. But, let's hopefully finish getting through this game. I know I was trying to be more tutorial-y and lore-focused earlier. The problem is, this is a hardcore run, so I don't have a lot of room to mess around with things so much, so... I'm sorry for people who are trying to figure out what the heck is going on in the game. I'll try to explain as we go, or if you have questions, I'll answer them in chat. And in the meantime, I'm just going to be rocking and rolling. Now, I should also say, I have done just a little bit of grinding. Just a little bit of grinding off stream. And managed to get a number of supplies. Here, let me move this around. There we go. There we go. Back in game. So, I managed to get a few more supplies, just a few, and maybe one or two more bases scattered around, you know, just a little bit of building. It was mostly just the tedious stuff, just trying to grab stuff we don't have, trying to get more materials, trying to get things that we need. I didn't do any major building or any major discoveries off screen. Here, let me just give you the tour here. What I did do, for example, is expanding our rooms over here. We now have the large room here. We have the large room above. We have an entire large room below. 3 large rooms for the price of 3. We also have our double alien containment units set up with our Reginalds going crazy. So we now have our food supply set for the entire rest of the game. I also did something a little different. I don't usually mess around with alien eggs, but I figured it would be fun to have some variety in here. So unfortunately, we have some less fun ones like gasopods and crashfish. We also have some other fun ones. Where's our... Yeah. This amp eel, believe it or not, came out of a time capsule. I'll explain what that is in a second.
Wow.
Yeah, someone just had it in their time capsule, complete with this adorable thing. Actually, now's the perfect time to explain. Long story short, when you beat the game, you have the opportunity to launch a time capsule afterwards, which includes, you include a screenshot and a couple, like, basic building materials or a couple basic resources for other players. And then other players can find them in their game and use them, and it's really cool. So I found this one from someone else, and then somebody else made this with a guide for how to raise an amp eel, complete with Altera-style writing for the, as if it was a PDA entry. Fantastic stuff. So, whoever you are, hats off to you, metaphorically. I don't wear hats, but metaphorical hats off to you. You win. Congratulations. That's incredible. Your amp eel is
adorable.
now... Yeah. Your amp eel is now wandering around in the tank. Oh, and there's our stalker!
And someone's here. Cinema Storms. Awesome live stream. Keep up the good work. Aw, thank you.
Oh, welcome on in. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I just realized I don't have a Twitch open on my phone. That's why I'm not seeing chat. Chat's supposed to show up in OBS as well, but I don't think that's been working for a little while, which is unfortunate. So let me, hang on, make sure chat's up in there, make sure that's set up, and my phone's there. There you are. But yeah, welcome on in. Hope your evening's been going well. And just going over a base here. So, we have that. The other thing I did, water filtration. We now have 1, 2, going upstairs, 3, 4 water filtration units, which is way more than anybody needs, but what can I say, I like overkill. And we still have our lockers out here. Haven't done a whole lot around this base right now. Oh, they did swap out our scanners. I have come over to the cult of the quadruple range upgrade. All hail our range upgrades. The speed upgrade is fun, and it's definitely handy for the first few seconds, but honestly, if you just keep it running, you can just, get all the scans you're going to need anyway, and the range upgrade really lets you do stuff. Like, this scanner room can reach down into the jelly shroom caves 300 meters down because of all the range upgrades, which is very handy. What else do we have? We have our sea moth, which is now the little dragon. I thought it was rather inspired. I've also changed its color scheme to be a little more like me. I don't like using dark colors on my vehicles because then I can't find them in the dark ocean. So I've made a compromise and it's going to be a lime green color. Upgrade-wise... Oh, I just realized I haven't put on the sonar system. Ah, that's okay.
I always color my vehicles dark blue, which is hilarious, but I do make sure to give them yellow highlights, which at least helps a little.
That's fair, that's fair. Your day's been going great, Cinema Storm. Good to hear. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a busy day over here for me, but it was a very good day. We'll get into what happened today here later on. But first, we finish the tour. I would swap out one of the storage modules for a sonar upgrade, but I kind of want the double storage here just in case we need that flexibility for now. Our other moon pool is empty for now. Don't worry, we'll fix that. And then, the piece of resistance. La pièce de résistance. Sorry, everybody who speaks French. We have our glass leading up into here, and this is a mod. We have the Cyclops docking station, which is incredibly, incredibly useful. Cannot recommend that mod enough. It's phenomenal. It's a game changer. It lets you dock your Cyclops directly with the base, so your Cyclops can recharge directly from base without having to do the whole power cell chargers and running power cells back and forth. And it also just gives you very convenient access right into it.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you, Cyclops. But you are no longer the Cyclops. This is Big Dragon. I don't know if we can... Where's our name? Oh, does it not show the name over here? Do I have to go outside in order to see that?
Now, if you go outside and look on this side.
Well, that's what we're doing then. Which is very convenient, because I can just go down here, go out the hatch I built. Kaboom. Oh no, it didn't forget the name, did it? Did it? Did it delete the name somehow? Ah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Yay! Big dragon. We all live in a very big dragon. Except for me, because I am the big dragon you all are living in. Now, I've also done a ton of building in here. Pro tip for anybody playing Subnautica. This is what you do with your Cyclops. Stuff it full of wall lockers. Do you have enough wall lockers? Trick question. The answer is no. In fact, I should be putting more along here as well. And this also really helps with the other mod I'm running, the one that lets you build from anywhere and draw materials from lockers from anywhere. It turns out the mod doesn't work with these built-in Cyclops storage lockers, these really teeny ones, but it does work with the wall lockers. So what you do is you just stick wall lockers everywhere, stick all your materials in the wall lockers, and then all your mods are working, and there you go. Up top, I've also done a little bit here. We have battery chargers, we got a medkit fabricator, we have I also put the all-important vending machine, very, very useful. Bed. I would put a coffee machine here, but it turns out I don't have one yet, so that's a tragedy we'll need to fix at some point. Mod station.
And here's where I put the coffee machine. If I had one.
It's so weird. Usually coffee is the first thing you get. I don't know. The other thing I'm doing a little differently, I've never had to do this before in a playthrough. I've got a locker for my creature decoys, and I have one locked and loaded. I don't know what is happening here, but my suspicion is that hardcore mode does not just mean death is permanent. I think the creatures are more aggressive. Because there was an incident where I was driving my Cyclops. Granted, it was into an area I usually don't go into, but it was getting savaged. I had fires breaking out all over decks. It had dropped below half health. I had leaks everywhere. It was insane. So, in order to prevent that, we're now using the creature decoys. And, yeah, subscribing to that idea. Hopefully that will prevent our big dragon from becoming dead dragon.
Ooh, Cinema Storms just shared our live stream. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated. Trying to get the word out there. Yeah, I'm always a little nervous about that. Like, I try to, you know, remind other people and let them know about it, but I know other people get busy or they've got other people to watch, so. But thank you. Oh, I need to rename this locker. Power cells. The other thing I'm doing, and this is always a safety thing, is I always put a wall locker back here with spare, fully charged power cells. And this is just in case somehow our Cyclops completely loses power, I have backups ready to go so we can at least get some emergency power going, hopefully enough to limp back to a base so we can recharge properly. Because sometimes, like, you'll like accidentally leave it in silent running all the time, or there will be those stupid lava leeches that get onto it, or something silly will happen. And why is it picking up a hostile creature? Wait, is it detecting one of our baby creatures in there as a threat? Because I think the ant eel shows up as a threat, because that can damage Cyclops. Cyclopes? Whatever. Huh, that's weird. Oh, yeah, I have our glass dome down there also. It takes tons of resources to build, but it's completely worth it. But yes, so this is going to be our new mobile base. I have effectively moved out from our main base down there. Obviously, I'm going to leave it as a very handy base to have. But we're basically going to be using the Cyclops for the rest of everything, because I can now drive this thing around and just hoover up all the resources, shove them into all the lockers, and that's going to be it. But I should also go over the other thing that I was saving, and this is something I wanted to do on camera. We have resources around somewhere. Here we are. Yes, the time has come, for we have the little dragon over there. We have the big dragon out there, but there is a third we are missing, and we will need to correct that. So, for the second to last time, we will deploy our mobile vehicle base. Mobile vehicle bay, excuse me. And hopefully this works. Yes. Oh, it can build. Oh, it's building directly from storage. Oh, that's very handy. Ha! We could build another Cyclops right now. Maybe later. For now, this button.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
Yes. Our third vehicle. The key to our victory. The prawn suit.
It's so much fun.
Captain.
This is your little mecha. It is so incredibly, incredibly useful. You pretty much can't beat the game without it. In fact, yes, you absolutely cannot beat the game without it, because you must build it at some point in order to get a particular resource that you need to get to the lowest levels. Ah, I love this thing to death. I mean, I love all three vehicles, let's be honest. Now, first things first, incredibly important, we need to color and name it, because then we will feel sad when it explodes. And I can kind of read down here, 0216 0. I think I can work with that. There might be a way to type that into the vehicle station here. I can't figure that out, so I'm just going to have to use our sliders here. Yeah, like I'm not seeing a way to type on there. Oh, there we go. So we'll just have to eyeball it. Now, I'm not going to be able to get it exact, but if we can at least try to get it close. A bit more. Yeah, that's close enough. And this shall be Strong Dragon. Very nice. Oh, hang on, is my mouse? How's my mouse? There's my mouse working. Alrighty, so now the next thing, the other very important thing to do, we need to get some arms on this thing, because the basic punchy arms are all well and good, but as you can see from my pinned recipes up in the top right, we have some upgrades. First, grapple arm. Now we can Spider-Man. Second, and most importantly, drill arm. This will solve our resource problem for the entire rest of the game, because this will let us drill the large resource deposits, which is how you really have silliness happen. And let me make sure those arms are in the correct slots. They're not. I always like the drill arm on the right slot. So, hang on. I think that means we slot grapple first, drill second. Yes. Perfect. Next, upgrades for this thing. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to want depth module, which we can't get right now. We're going to need nickel, and that's... I'll explain that later. Definitely want the jump jet upgrade. Thermal reactor's fun. Probably do thermal reactor and then a storage module for funsies. Yeah, that sounds fun. But in order to get that, yeah, we're going to need nickel, and that's going to be an adventure. That's going to be an adventure, all right. But we can deal with that later. For now, let us take our new toy. Just take out the strong dragon. And let's head out to one of our new locations. Let's see, where's the Cyclops? There we are. Hope we have enough thruster for this. Yes, gasopods. Yeah, I know. Whee! Yep, there we go. Very good.
So my favorite part of the game, you can dock a Seamoth or a Cyclops or a Seamoth or prawn suit in the Cyclops.
Yes, which is vital. Granted, with the grapple arm and then later on with the jump jet upgrade, the prawn suit has way fewer difficulties getting around, but even so, being able to cart it around inside the Cyclops is incredibly handy, because...
And there's a certain upgrade to give it infinite power in certain areas.
Yeah, that'll be later, though. Now, let's review what we're doing today. Obviously, we just finished that, so that was... The prawn suit was a big one. Because that also means now I can start using the prawn suit to grind for stuff off camera. Yeah, see, I'm being a smart dragon. We can unpin all that. Now, thanks to our beacon manager, aka map, thanks to the other mod, we now have a rough idea where we're going. So, I have a few more bases set up. Over here, in the northwest, I've got Shroom Base. That's where I've been getting lithium off the ground, because you can just pick it up around there. And then over here in the southwest, we have Grand Reef Base, which is directly above the 500-meter Degassi habitat, which I haven't gone into yet. I figured that'd be fun to do on camera. So why don't we head down there first and get that checked off the list. And what's this? Oh, right, this is just the logs. That's fine. So, before we're doing that, let me go in and make sure we're all prepared. I have stocked the Cyclops with tons of the big waters and the cooked cured Reginalds, excuse me. So we definitely have food and water supplies for forever. Wouldn't hurt to get more medical stuff. Oh, because I forgot. That's the other thing I did, and I will say off camera, I know. First, I got the ultra high capacity tank. So the largest tank we can get. It does slow you down a little bit more than the lightweight, but I figured the extra air is worth it. The other big thing I got was the reinforced dive suit. Especially on a hardcore mode run, this is going to be vital, because it means we can tolerate heat up to 70 degrees Celsius, and more importantly, we take half damage. And in a game mode where death is permanent, that's extremely valuable. So, yeah, that's going to be a mainstay
Even
of our
in a regular
arsenal.
run, it's still probably the best suit in the game. It does slow you down a bit, and combined with the air tank to slow you down even more, but that's what ultra glide fins are for, or vehicles.
This is my end game build. It's rebreather, compass, scanner room HUD, the reinforced dive suit and gloves, ultra high capacity tank, ultra glide fins. Again, I can see arguments for using the swim glides and then using your because that can you just charge your sea glide, and then you can use your sea glide to charge your other batteries. Personally, though, I prefer the extra movement speed when I'm not using the Sea Glide. Like if I'm trying to scan someone, or if I've, got my flashlight out, or if I'm aiming my stasis rifle, or something else. Oh, speaking of, I've got stasis rifle and propulsion cannon. And the repulsion, I think I built a repulsion cannon. That should be in the Cyclops. And actually, while I'm thinking that out loud, let me make sure I've got that, because that's...
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
It's going to be really important. Yes. Actually, let me swap those two. There we go. Because, repulsion cannon is how you tell things to go away, which is going to be extremely useful. Let's see. I've also got the purple tablets in here. Now, off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. The Degassi base has a blue tablet, but I can't remember about... No, or does it have orange?
It has an orange tablet.
It's got the orange, that's right. And then thermal or disease research, one of those two, has the blue, which you need to get into primary. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. You'll find out here soon enough. Oh, speaking of food, actually, let me make sure I'm using up these waters, because I want to use up all these teeny little wimpy waters so we can make room for the big waters. We can leave the nutrient blocks in there. Alrighty, let's grab us some quick food. I'm feeling pescatarian. Hey, Reginald, come here. I will say, like, I can see an argument for using peepers instead of Reginalds, because peepers are much more fun to look at, but I always feel bad about eating them, whereas I feel like Reginalds, there's not enough... They give me the impression there's not enough brain cells in there to care, so, like, I feel less bad about this. I know, I should be a vegan dragon, but the problem is I've lost my photosynthesis, because I'm not my dragon self in this game, so I've got to switch to alternate methods. And besides, I'm sorry, look at that face. Always gotta wonder about that. Alright. Repulsion. We've got our aid kits. We've got the other tablets inside there. We've got something else. Oh, right, the waters. I was gonna grab more big waters. Because the good news is with the thermoblade, we can get food wherever we want. And of course, I've got the bulbo trees inside, so that doesn't really matter anyway. But just because I like to be completely overkill, let's get some waters going and let that get worked on while we're gone. Cool. Okay, enough stalling. Let's get something interesting. You want interesting things. So, let me make sure this mod is working, and let me make sure my beacon is working. Oh, yeah, prawn suit needs to have the correct color. And turn on the beacon for the Grand Reef base, because we'll stop by there real fast before we head out. And hopefully this works.
Powering up.
Now, the one problem with this, Cyclops docking mod, is that undocking is weird. You have to kind of create a route for it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Okay. Now, the other real challenge is driving this darn thing. It's even slower than me. Oh, shoot! Cyclops upgrades. Wow, I have been neglecting on that. Heck, do we... Hang on. I want to pause for a second. Do you mind... Sheesh. Okay, I'm worried somebody's gonna break this thing. Hang on.
Is it the stalkers trying to strip it for spare parts?
I don't know. It would say creature attack if something was actually attempting to attack it.
I've been driving ahead standard this entire time.
I always go ahead standard.
Okay, that's why creatures keep attacking you. Ahead slow is not only more energy efficient, you're also less likely to get attacked.
I know, because it's less noisy. Well, look, if I really wanted to avoid creature attacks, I'd rig for silent running. Look, I always run ahead standard, because we're trying to get to places, and I figure it's a good compromise. And at least I'm not doing flank. Yeah, pro tip for Subnautica players, never push that third speed button unless you are actually about to have your Cyclops explode. Bonk. Whee! Yeah, but no, seriously. A head flank will start damaging your Cyclops. It makes an insane amount of noise. And it's also horribly energy inefficient. So just don't ever use that unless you absolutely positively have to. I don't think I've ever used it except, like, just to test it.
Yeah, I've never used it.
Anyways, okay, now that we have a second, let me pause.
Ahead slow.
There we go. Let me just see if we have any fun upgrades. We do not have the shield module. That'll be gotten from the Degassi base. We've got the energy efficiency and depth module. Sonar would be very handy. You know, honestly, the decoy tube upgrade isn't the worst idea. Because if I'm trying to keep this thing alive, it would be nice to have extra decoys locked and loaded. We absolutely want the fire suppression system, but we don't have the crystalline sulfur for that yet. Dock and Bay repair module always seems redundant to me. Like, you can just repair your sea moth or prawn suit yourself. Which seems kind of silly. Let's definitely get the sonar upgrade, though. That will come in handy. So let's slot that bad boy in there. Dun. Perfect. There we are. And there we are. There's our new button. Obviously, we don't need it right now, but getting down to the Degassi base, honestly, it wouldn't hurt. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Cyclops all the way down there. Shoot, I should have brought the sea moth with me, not the prawn suit, if I was really trying to go for this. Then again, the problem is the sea moth is very easy to get savaged by all the crab squids and whatever else is down there. The prawn suit is a tough thing. It's able to handle more of that. Debates. Or I might just have to free dive, honestly. Which is incredibly risky, especially on hardcore run, but I don't know. Prawn suit might be the way to go, come to think of it. Debates. How are we doing? Okay, I think I can see the base down there. Driving the Cyclops is always so tricky. Because you have to check 3 different directions. Which is why I was hoping we would have gotten a multiplayer thing, so that we could have things, you know, of one player driving, one player watching the front, one player watching the back kind of thing, but then Subnautica 2 had to go and ruin itself, and it's like, darn it.
Hey, maybe Subnautica 2 won't be completely terrible, maybe it'll be merely bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath here. I'm sorry. I can't get hyped up about something being done by Crafton. It's like, there's a possibility it's good, but like, I don't know, man. There we go, let's be fancy. Let's try to park it at the base.
Ahead slow.
Ah, there we go. The auto docking is working. Perfect. Maybe. This mod does come with a, they actually programmed in auto-docking procedures for the Cyclops, which doesn't seem like it always works, but it's definitely better than nothing. I'm really impressed with the Cyclops docking module mod. It's a heck of a thing.
Engine powering down.
There we go. And nope. Perfect. And now we can just charge off of the batteries in here. Yes. Now, since we're so deep down, I had to switch over to using bioreactors, so I do have to baby these things a little bit, but as long as we don't run the scanner room 24/7, we should be fine. Oh, let me go outside and make sure my plants are going.
Plus, it lets you take advantage of the fact that, again, growing grow beds completely violate thermodynamics, so that single grow bed of Balboa trees can provide infinite energy.
Heck yes. Whoops. Oh, we had that bug. I moved away too fast and it didn't pull up the PDF properly. Here we go. Let's get these planted. I always like to bring everything with me, so I always make planters for gel sacks, acid mushrooms, deep shrooms, creep vine, and blood vine, because that just solves that crafting problem. That means the only thing I'm missing is table coral, and unfortunately you can't farm table coral, which is frustrating, but oh well. So just have to make do without it. And our Cyclops is already charged. Wonderful. Let's see how our reactors are doing. Oh, yeah, you could use 3 things in there. You could use 2 things in there, so we need 5 things total. What? 5. There we go. Keep you all running. And yeah, the scanner room's off. How's our range? Oh, you don't have any range upgrades. Well, let's fix that. We'll probably have enough magnetite. And if I run out of magnetite, hey, good news. We now have a 500 range scanner back at our home base, and we have a prawn suit with a drill arm. I can go to town in the Jellyshroom Caves and come up with 30 magnetite in a blink of an eye. I love the prawn suit so much. It's so handy. There we go. And that should boost our range. Ah, there we go. Yes. The only problem is it's kind of hard to read this map. Now, Degassi base. Degassi. There you are. You are... Where is it? There it is. Straight below us. Which... Let's see. The problem with getting down to the Degassi base is that it's a bit of a maze. Yeah. Our scanner room isn't quite showing it, so it's somewhere in southeast of us. There's a drop-off, and it forms in kind of like this cave network. Which is a little frustrating to get through. So that's why I probably should have brought the sea moth, because the sea moth can zip through there no problem. Us in a prawn suit or something else is going to be more challenging. Here, let me finish off this tree. There we go. Let that regrow completely. Yum, 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 yum. And that'll be regrown when we get back. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you. Alright, so now comes the hard part. Trying to get down to that darn Degassi base.
Engine powering up.
You're gonna take the Cyclops down?
Well, as far as I can. Oh, it does remember one of my routes. Okay, so let me try start autopilot. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. Yeah, see, that part's a little clunky, but oh well. Alright, let me head up so I don't bonk into anything on the way down. Okay, and forward. There we go. Something like this. Then head down. Too far down? Wait, what were we bonking on? What the heck? Ugh, whatever. Yeah, I'll take the Cyclops down as far as I can. And then we'll have to do the rest with prawn suit or something else. Either prawn suit or free dive. I wonder, can I turn on sonar and then... Oh, I can. Oh, that's fancy. There, straight below us. See, because there's the Degassi base there, so I think... Yeah. There we go. Okay, so if I swing around this way, drive in...
Is there a reason you're on silent running?
I'm not on silent running.
Okay.
Whoops. I do want to drive this up. Oh yeah, I forgot the sonar eats power. The sonar eats power like there's no tomorrow. Well, no. Silent running eats power like there's no tomorrow. The sonar also eats power. Yeah, no, fine, I'll switch to slow. I should have switched to slow, you're right. It's just easier on everybody. Now, hopefully this doesn't count as collision if I bonk into that bulb there. Is that okay? Okay, so far so good. Okay, it's about as far down as I dare go. Alright, let's double check our sonar. Hang on. Let's do this.
Okay, quick comparison if you want.
Wait, something's checking us out. Something's angry. What's...
Detecting a titanium mass somewhere in this area. Unable to confirm whether it originated on the Aurora.
Is it Jerry?
There's one of them.
Is that... No, I don't think that one's Jerry. That's a different one.
Fun fact, there's at least 3 of them around the Degassi habitat.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they just clip through the geometry?
Probably.
Okay. Great. Let's see, they're ticked off by lights, if I remember correctly. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hope that's good. Here, let me switch the lights off in here just in case. Because if we go dark and we're running quiet, that should be enough to not tick them off. And hopefully they don't eat our Cyclops while we're out and about.
Engine powering.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this off right now. Because the good news is creatures usually don't bother the Cyclops except for a few very specific creatures, which are pains in the butt.
Just FYI, yeah, Cyclops ahead slow is about the same as your swimming speed.
Really?
Actually, with reinforced suit, ultra glide, and ultra high capacity tank, it's actually faster. Even Cyclops ahead slow.
Oh, didn't know that. Alright, I'm going to try taking the prawn down, and if this becomes a really bad idea, then shame on me. And if somebody blows up my Cyclops while I'm gone, I'm going to be... I might actually cry. It will be very, very ugly. Whee! Wait, left click is the left arm? I forgot about that. Huh, maybe I should switch this around. Spider dragon, spider dragon. Yeah, there's Jerry. There's the one that's guarding the Degassi base.
Yeah, the Subnautica fandom nicknamed that one in particular.
Okay, do I dare
Let's have a
try
puppy guarding
bringing this
the
around?
facility.
Ah, you son of a... Yeah. Forgot. Jerry's not alone. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, I'm gonna try using the prawn suit, and this might be a really bad idea. If you start hearing the prawn suit explode, let me know. Coffee! Wait. Did I already have the blueprint? Whatever. Oh yeah, this is gonna start up.
Integrating new PDA data.
Yeah, sorry for the little jump scare there, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna have more of that noise. And I'm gonna be paranoid as flip right now also, so sorry if I'm being a little jittery. Huh, I forgot that was it down there. Oh! There's another PDA here, huh.
Integrating new PDA data.
There's the entrance. Okay, I knew there was something around here. Yeah, and if we didn't have alien containment already, we could get it from there. There's our shield generator. I knew it was around here.
New blueprint acquired.
Yes, I'm going to be checking to make sure that doesn't get blown up every 2 seconds. Why do you ask?
Integrating new PDA data.
Ah! No! Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Ah. I will shank a bitch. How did that miss? Get back here. Oh, you're in so much trouble. No, you don't get away. Yeah, whatever. Where's my repair tool? Quick, make sure that's also slotted. Nope, still good. I swear, the second that thing comes back, I'm going to send it into next week. This is why I wanted stasis rifle and repulsion cannon ready, because of piece of rude people. Wildlife is not as accommodating as I am. This is a very important creature egg. Oh, let me get a better view. There you are.
Oh, it's this
I know what
thing.
you are. Ow. I swear it.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ah, here we are. Fun fact, I don't actually think you need this tablet to beat the game. I think it's just used for a optional thing, but, you know, very important to have.
New blueprint acquired.
Boy, they're angry. Okay, I think that's everything from here, though. Oh, I see you out there. Yeah, alright. Alright. You wanna do this, pal? You really wanna mess with me? Oh, is it just that? Huh. What the? Oh, I swear you guys are in so much trouble. Wow, this thing is eating through its batteries. I'll give it that. Ah. How the flip did we enter here? It was kind of in this direction, right? Right where our warper pal is. Wow, I forgot how much thrust you got from this thing even without the jump jet upgrade. Dang.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow, okay, man. All right, well, I'm glad I got that on screen. Oh, come here. Come here. The second you get in here. Come on, come here. Come here. Yeah, that's right. Do not make me smack a bitch. Okay, my Cyclops hasn't exploded yet. I'm gonna call that a win. That is one drawback with putting everything inside your Cyclops, is if you lose your Cyclops, it can be a run ender. Like, you might as well just restart at that point. It sure feels that way. I always forget if the entrance is behind the two little finny things or in front. It's in front. Come here. Oh, right, I turned off the lights. That's why it's so dark.
Captain, all systems online.
There we go. Okay, this is stupid. I'll risk the attacks from our friends out here. Well, that was fun. That was the Degassi base, ladies and gents. And non-binaries. Good stuff. Wait, go back to the bar where we already have coffee. Ah, we didn't already have coffee. Okay. I was correct. I keep telling you, I'm not just crazy. And the Cyclops shield generator, extremely important. And we have recipe for the orange tablet, which we're not going to worry about. Because again, I think we only need the one. Nothing's attacking, right? Okay. Just making sure. Alright, let's drop off our ill-gotten goods. You go chill in there with the things that contain a nuclear bomb. Just don't blow them up, okay? Thank you. Now, what else? Oh yeah, I could do something fun. Da-da-da! I've got a battery charger in here. So now we can just make sure all the batteries are freshened up. But Dominette, I hear you say, Dominette, this is going to drain the power cells from your Cyclops. Whatever will you do? Well, that is why we have the Cyclops docking station back at base. So that we can just charge it directly from there, and it's like having a battery charger plugged into the base. It's extremely useful. I love that mod so dang much. Okie dokie. Oh, while I'm down there, actually, I do want to continue using up these worthless waters. Let's chug a few of these. There we go. And let's grab the power cell out of here for another upgrade. This is going to be extremely useful. The Cyclops shield generator. This will provide a shield around our Cyclops. It's exactly what it sounds like. Problem, it drains power like a lunatic, in case you haven't noticed the pattern already. But if it's better than getting a Cyclops blown up, yes, yes. Very much worth it. I'm kind of rambling here. All right, what the heck am I doing? Oh, right, the other extremely important thing. Absolutely vital. Vital that we get this. Oh, it attaches to the wall. I forgot about that. Huh. Okay. Well, in that case, why don't I just stick it on over here. Because who doesn't want coffee right next to their bed? About there.
You look like you could use some coffee.
Yes, I could. I forget to it. I think it's just any button here. I know it doesn't show a cup, but I think it is. There it is. Real Italian espresso diluted with tasteless American water. I think somebody has opinions on coffee on the dev team. Yes, and by the way, the vending machine does also work. Yes. I'm not sure what the limit is or what the cooldown is or whatever, but yes, you can get all the snacks in the world you want. Fun fact.
Not very good.
Yeah, they're one of the worst food items in the game, but I mean, come on, it's the principle of the thing. Alrighty, well with that done, that's awesome. That's way more than I thought we were going to do. And that went way faster than I expected. So, next step, let's actually head back to our main base.
Engine.
I tire of this location, and I have a plan for what to do next. Oh yeah, there's our shield generator, by the way. Shield defense system. Again, will be very handy here in a minute. But first, let's get away from all of these loons. Because the next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be using the sea moth. Because I have an idea. It is a very crazy idea, but it is an idea nonetheless.
The head standard.
Now, Meta, I did hear you like to say about, you know, a head slow is still better than swimming speeds and so on. We only have 3 hours to stream, and I'd like to get somewhere sometime before we end.
Okay.
Nyum. Whee! Oh, wow. Actually breached. Oh, that's awesome. Well, while we're zooming along, things we did today... Oh, wait, hang on. Wrong button. There we go. Just even us out there. Perfect. So, things we did today that I did expect. Final Fantasy XIV has announced a collaboration event with... apparently there's a fast food chain called Jollibee's. And this is the part where I need chat's help, because I'm over here on the West Coast. I've only heard the name Jollibee's maybe once before in my life. Turns out we have one only about 45 minutes away or so. But it's one of maybe 4 Jollibee's in the entire state, period. It seems like they're extremely infrequent, to say the least. Anyways, turns out Final Fantasy XIV has started a collaboration event with them, of all things. Including Alpha showing off eating chicken, which raises a few questions, first off about Alpha's habits, and more importantly about, like, I guess it's not cannibalism, because, like, chocobos are not chickens.
Do eat other birds all the time.
Yes.
Hello, Cooper's Hawk.
But Alpha does not have a bird-eating bill. Like, that's a sparrow's bill, if anything, which isn't typically a meat eater. I mean, they probably wouldn't say no to meat, but because they tend to be omnivorous things, but, like, it's not really what you think of, and it's just, like, okay. So, but it also has, like, the Jollibee's mascot riding a chocobo, which is just incredible. Like, it's just, wow, they really went the whole mile with it.
You buy a certain promotional meal, you can get an in-game code for an adorable emote.
Yes, you can. If you buy the meal, there's some way to redeem it. I don't know if it's like showing your receipt online or what the procedure is. I have not looked into that too deeply just yet. But yes, apparently you can unlock the Eat Chicken emote for your character, which would be phenomenal if we got. So imagine my surprise when then Metasign shows up at my place with one of the meals. Turns out he had gone out and gotten them. 2 of them.
I had some spare time today.
1 for each of us. Yeah, and they're not cheap. It's like 20 bucks a piece. So, dang. Oh, hang on, let me make sure this is.
It's
It's lined up, but it's
look, it is shameless corporate pandering, but I guess okay, fine. It's shameless corporate pandering. That's actually something I'm interested in. Damn
oh
it.
yeah. I mean, yes, it is definitely just like. Oh shoot! I think I'm peeking my mic here. Hang on, let me move my mic back a little bit. There we go. I mean, yeah, it's definitely just shameless corporate nonsense. But gosh darn it, there's always that one they get you with, you know. Wonderful. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, so yes, so now I'm going to have to look up how to redeem that receipt or code or whatever it is, because darn it, I kind of, it's just, it's absolutely incredible. So thank you again, Meta. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.
And we have to figure out what to do with that. All right, now, the next step, I'm going to need to... Okay, because my plan is to, not to spoil things here, but my plan is we're going to start getting into Lost River. And I'm going to try something that worked last time, which is on my first trip into Lost River, I'm going to bring just enough to build a base down there. Like the most, I guess, basically, like, just go with myself and the Sea Moth, hence why I've got the double storage units in the Sea Moth. I'm going to go down there, build as much of a base as I possibly can with that limited inventory space, at the very least get a scanner room and a power online, and then use that to get some nickel ore, take the Sea Moth back up here, use the nickel ore to upgrade the Cyclops and Prawn Suit depth modules while I'm at depth 0, so I don't have to do any hot swapping or anything. And then, with the 1300 depth, I can take the Cyclops down and start working on the last resource, the kyanite. And hopefully that means is I'll only have to drive the Cyclops up and down, I think, twice instead of 3 times. And besides, it sounds it's more fun this way. You know, gotta do some variety. It would be so easy just to take the Cyclops down there with its unlimited inventory capacity and just build an entire base down there, but we like to challenge ourselves, don't we? Actually, that's a lie. We like doing things the easy way, but let's pretend we like to challenge ourselves. I am so tempted to build a large room down there. You have no idea. You know, come to think of it, 6 titanium takes up more inventory slots than 2 plasteel ingots. Meta, I'm tempted to do a large room down there.
You're also gonna have to reinforce the heck out of it.
I am going to have to reinforce the heck out of it, it's true. But it will be so worth it. I'm going for it. So, to explain my plan, the problem is we're going to have to get the resources down there. And I could start digging through all of the lockers and trying to sort out exactly what I need and where. Or I could just start building it here and then deconstructing it, which will put it in my pockets. And then I can put all that pocket stuff inside the Sea Moth, and it'll work like that. I probably better get second reinforcement just in case. Problem is, I don't know exactly how much hull strength stuff works down there, and I'm scared to get down there and not have enough lithium and then be completely SOL because my base is now exploding. Okay, so there's that. Let's stick that in our little dragon. Actually, I'm gonna start writing this down here. Actually, I will have to start writing this down here. Let's see, you're currently empty, right? Nothing there. Nothing there. Very good. You are no longer empty. Let's jam all that in there. Now, actually, yeah, let me pull up a notepad here real fast. Let's see, that is large room, reinforcement times 2. We're also going to need thermal plant times 2. We're going to need power transmitter. We should only need 1 power transmitter, because if I can find a good spot, we'll only need 1 of those. So let me get those built. Oh, geez, it went from night to day real quick, didn't it? Exterior thermal. Why is it saying we don't have aerogel? I totally have aerogel in there. We've got gel sacks and rubies. why is it?
Are the storage units too far away?
I don't know. There might be a bug. Maybe it'll build it anyway. Yeah, there we go. 1 and 2. Very good. Okay, and a power transmitter. Good. As it generates 0 power. Don't worry, that will change. We're going somewhere where it is much, much warmer. Okay, so there's that. Beautiful. Stick that in our seam here. Doink. Okay. And the next... What else do we need? We're also going to need a scanner room and hatch. So, base piece, scanner room. Excellent. We're gonna need a hatch. Awesome. And then inside, at this point, I'm probably gonna have to just manually do it myself. There we go. Yeah, let me just grab the titanium myself, because we're also going to want an interior... where's our grow beds? Oh, that's exterior. Yeah, it's 4 titanium for an interior grow bed, and we're also going to want a bulbo tree cutting.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Have some titanium back here. Overflow. There we go. Plenty. Thank you. And let me grab that cutting. Rinning. If I wanted to be really fancy, I'd get like a... What's it called? Water filtration unit, but I don't trust that just yet. Again, this is trying to be just a very simple base right now. Also, let me get that plasteel and lithium and titanium out of there. There we go. I want to make sure I have that on hand just in case. Because first things first, we're going to have to build the base. And we're going to make sure we have all of that on hand. Okay. Meta, what am I forgetting? Maybe a battery charger? Let's see. Where's battery charger? Then again, small base. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I think I'll work without it. I'm being a little too fancy again. Oh, beacon. Bring a beacon with us. Hello. Matter of fact, maybe bring 2 beacons. Let's see. And a beacon is just going to be... Wait, new recipe. Oh, the orange tablet, yes. We already know about that. There it is. Copper and titanium. Okay, so let me just... 2 titanium, 2 copper ore makes 2 beacons. There we go. That'll be useful for navigation and getting down there. Oh, yeah, and let's also bring supplies with us. You definitely do not want to run out of stuff while we're down there. Sorry, Reginald, come here. Need to be pescatarian again. Let's cook you guys up right now. There we go. Okay. And let's also bring one for the road. I tend to run out of water much faster than a food, but just in case, let's make sure we've got a snack on us. Come here, another one of you. And come over here. Oh, shoot, fabricator. That's right. I should make sure I have a fabricator down there. Oh,
Don't you have a fabricator on the cycle? Oh, wait, you're not bringing the Cyclops down.
Correct, I'm not. Do I have room? I mean, if I ditch something else, I could, but I might have to work without it. Then it's just titanium, gold, and table coral. I could squeeze it in there. Yeah, let's make sure we have that. Here, I'll just grab out of here. Titanium, gold. Thank you. Sorting, lockers. But am I really that low on gold? Wow. Okay, and coral is here. There we go. Okay. Let me make sure I've got notes on that. Hatch, scanner room, indoor grow bed, fabricator. All right, that's probably enough dawdling. Let's see about getting down there. Now, the good news is I think I already have a beacon. Let's see, we do not need a Degassi habitat. We are done with Degassi. I think I managed to get... Yes, I managed to get a beacon around there before I was about to get savaged by a warper. That was pleasant. However, we are now armed. We have the reinforced dive suit. We've got stasis rod. We've got repulsion cannon. I'm feeling much more confident about getting down there and showing them what for. Oh.
Welcome aboard Systems
Yeah, I
Online.
don't have room for it. I'll just have to risk without it. I was thinking about spare a power cell in case the sea moth runs out of power, but let's just chance it. But the hey, let's take a few risks, you know?
Oh, yeah, and you don't have solar charging on your sea moth.
No, I don't. I know. I'm being a bad dragon. I'm being not eco-friendly. I know. It's very bad. I'm eating fish and I'm not using solar. But that's what I gotta do to survive. I'm a hardcore survivalist, you see. I also don't have sonar on here, but for this particular route, I shouldn't need it. Because I know this route. This is my go-to route to get in, which is actually one of the farther entrances from my base, but it's a consistent one, and it's one I know I can get the Cyclops up and down through. Excuse me, reef facts coming through. Because this particular route is one I use all the time. I should try to freshen it up by trying a different route and doing new things, but I'm on a hardcore run, and I don't want to be too risky. Because if I go the wrong way, it's going to be really bad. Okay, now we're getting into jerk territory, so we need to be careful around here. Let's see, now those are bone sharks. I can't remember if they're agitated or if they're turned off by lights. And that beacon is in the wrong spot. Okay, note to self. Pick up that beacon on our way back. Yeah, that beacon's nowhere near the actual entrance. That's bad. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I was getting warpered. I was getting some very rude dudes. But this is looking a little more promising. Yeah, this looks like what we're looking for. Okay, so let me stick a new beacon down here. Somewhere around here. Beacon. And we'll pick up the other beacon on our way back. Hopefully nobody messes with this beacon. This shall be topside Lost River, because it's from the top into Lost River. It's the connector between top and Lost River. Now let me make sure those colors are correct. There we go. And we'll pick up the other beacon on our way back. That's fine. Now, into the Lost River. There's going to be tons of new things to scan, tons of new things to pick up. I'll work on all that in a minute. Let me drop off my ill-gotten goods first. I'll make sure this is armed. And, oh, we already have our juvenile ghost leviathan. Phenomenal.
And it's just a juvenile.
Yeah, but it still could wreck this thing up, so... Oh, jeez, and it's already right in my path. I'm gonna have to get... Yeah, you have to get zippy zappy there. Hey, I said... Do they ignore the zippy zappy? What? What's going on? Shoo! Wow. The disrespect! What is the world coming to? My goodness. Okay, I'd better get out and make sure that's repaired, because I also don't want this sea moth to explode. Wow. That... Huh. What? Do the juvenile ghost leviathans, are they immune to electricity or something? What's going on with that? Whatever. Let's see, I think it's down here. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, here we go. This looks right. There should be... Yup, there's our skeleton. Alright, so this is the junction. This is the center point of Lost River. We kind of have a northeast-southwest going branching off from here. We've got west leading into the tree and into deeper on. We have east leading into... Oh, there's the tree. We have east leading on into the other place, which we'll get to in a minute. And then farther south should be another path which with another exit. Darned if I know how to get around in there, and I don't want to try right now. Now, let's see about where to park. Where's our fence along the side? Here we are. Yes, it's on this east side. We have these very convenient hot vents, which are going to be our thermal plants. Oh, and it's going to be right on top of a deposit. All right, let's not build it too low to the ground there. Now, we need to figure out how and where and when and who and why to build our base. Let me park the Seamoth over here, because I know for a fact we're not going to have... Because I typically like to put the base over where my cursor is over there, so let me park there. Switch to the habitat builder. And let's figure out where we want to put this thing. Start, of course, with the room itself. Let's see. Not to be too low. Oh, but it doesn't want to be too high up either. That's interesting. Ah. Okay. So if I put it there... Oh, that leaves plenty of room on all sides. Okay, perfect. Does it immediately... Oh, okay. It doesn't immediately explode, but it's about to. Wow.
Well, better than nothing.
Yeah, but it didn't immediately explode. That's the important part. Now, where do I want to put our reinforcements? Kind of have to be arbitrary here. Let's put one on each side. Let's put one there and one over here. Actually, no. Let's put them both on the ends. There we go. And let's see, I still have room. Perfect. I have to be careful with my storage space, or with my own personal inventory here, because it's a little stuffed right now. And let's do a reinforcement over here. Beautiful. Okay, so the base isn't going to explode. That's wonderful. Let me switch to Sea Glide. Owie. It's a little toasty. And let's refill. Okay. Oh, and let's put a beacon down. Ow. And maybe a little farther down. Let's put it under here. Oh, hi, Root Prowler. Don't touch my beacon, okay? I need that. Thank you. Lost River Base. Beautiful. Alright, next up, Habitat Builder. Alright, Scanner Room. Now, the Scanner Room is going to want to extend across as far as here as we can. So I'm going to put it on this side. Because we kind of want it central. As central as we can. And we're out of something. Perfect. That's fine. That's what our Seamoth is for. Let's grab whatever it is we're missing. And grab some supplies over here. Okay. And refill on air. I'd be very paranoid about my air.
The Spaceballs do keep trying to steal it.
My own body keeps trying to steal it. I'm having to breathe oxygen like some kind of weirdo. And
Oh,
hatch.
we have someone else. Vinder. Hello. Oh, is it unwatchable? I'm sorry. How so?
Is it thalassophobia? Is it me swinging the camera around wildly? Or is it me blathering? Or is it some combination of the above? Because I'd believe any of that. I like putting them on top because I'm... Well, no, I shouldn't put them on top. That's a total psychopath move. Yeah, there we go. Where are the fat bellies at? Oh, I wish. We really need to get some redeems going in here. We need to show off what we got here, you know? Because we have tons to offer and no one can see it right now, and that is a travesty. What do you mean I'm out of something? Am I out of more titanium? Go, let's grab more of that. And let's grab more of this. Air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's okay, a skinny dragon is fine. Hey, I am plenty big, thank you. It's just off camera right now. Having to compress myself so I can fit on screen.
Sacrifices must be made.
Mm-hmm. Only 65? Really? I'm boiling over here and you only give me 65. Because if I'm getting hot, that means it's at least 70 degrees right there in the center, but... Huh. Whatever. Alright, fine, you bunch of babies. Alright, how do we... Alright, hopefully this is far enough. There we go.
Well, it would be boiling, but it's salt water, so it won't boil at 100 Celsius.
Systems online.
Details.
That should boil above 100
shoot, I forgot the
Celsius.
range transmitters. Or range extenders. Oh well. Yeah, this game plays fast and loose with physics. Like the fact that we can have... Well, I mean, I guess superheated water isn't, but I mean, spoiler alert, later on we're going to have actual lava underwater, which is physically impossible, but I guess we just don't worry about that.
Yeah, I feel I've run that by actual physicists before, and the answer is that's impossible, but admittedly it does look cool.
Oh, it's very cool, and, you know, gameplay-wise, I understand why they did it, but it's just... Yeah, from a practical standpoint, yeah, just, it's impossible. Okay, and last but not least, let's get our tree started. I have to be very careful not to eat it, because if I eat it, that'll be very bad. Owie. Yeah, unfortunately, the scanner room's pretty small right now. Oh, but it can scan for nickel right now. Perfect. Do that. Thank you. Meantime, I'm going to plant this down here. Boink. That'll take some time. Which is why I brought supplies with me. And we're on full thermal power, so it's completely renewable, so I don't have to feel guilty about running that scanner all the time. And that is our base. Woohoo! And all with the dutiful little sea moth. I love that thing. Ooh. Never say no to more lithium and rubies. Always need those. Yeah, that's the fun fact about Lost River. Actually, nearly all the resources you need are down here. They're just scattered, and they're not in the usual spots. So you have to look around a bit. But yeah, like there's full titanium deposits that you can use the prawn suit on. Wait, is that a nickel deposit? Oh, it's more titanium. Okay. There's more quartz. I'd love to get river prowler scans. I'll have to work on that. And yeah, there's table coral down here as well. Now it's missing the other types of plants, but that's fine because you can bring the other types of plants down, get exterior grow beds going. Boom, boom, boom. And what the heck? Oh, the amoeboids. We can scan those. Let me get... Oh yeah, I do have stasis rifle armed. Perfect, because that means I can also scan some river prowlers. Owie. Like you. Come here. Hold still for science. Thank you. I should probably go scan that juvenile ghost leviathan just for kicks. Yeah, you're being angry, I know. It's okay. You go be angry. And, shoot, it's picking up all the nickel ore underneath the brine. I do not feel bold enough to do brine dives on hard mode because the problem is brine eats something like 20% of your health per second. And, yeah, no, not gonna do that. Okay, maybe it's like 10% of your health per second. Point is, it's, nah, not gonna deal with that. Shoot, I was hoping there was more nickel ore. Like up there. There's more nickel ore that's not underneath the brine. Would be very much appreciated. Here, let me just get back in the sea moth faster. And let's make sure our beacons are set up properly. I always have so many cameras because there's so many scanner rooms and I never use the darn things. Let's see, Lost River Base, there we go. Pick up that other beacon on the way back. Perfect. Okay. And let's have a quick little snacky. Fun fact, you always burn through water way faster than food, so it's much more important to have food with you. Okie dokie, and let's grab us some nickel. Now, if memory serves, I think we only need 6 of it for now. 3 each for the 2, what's the words? Depth module upgrades. Sheesh, I'm already losing my words, and it's only been 50 minutes so far. Yeah. Or 80 minutes. See my point?
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm being a bad streamer. Still, that's interesting. So it lets me scan for nickel even though I have not scanned nickel before. Because I always thought you had to use the scanner to scan the resource before you could actually use the scanner room to find more of it. Oh. More worthless diamonds. Well, might as well. Now, rubies, on the other hand, are not, because aerogel is very valuable. Aerogel is how you get more water purification units, and water purification units are busted. Because when you have renewable power, like thermal, you can leave them running 24/7, and then you get infinite water and infinite salt to get infinite cured food, which is how you completely shatter the food-water system. Which I love. Give me more broken stuff, please. I'm a macro. I love breaking things. It comes with the territory. Now, I'm sure Meta's probably thinking that, yes, we are going to need more nickel later on for other things. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now, because I've just got my Seamoth with me. And if we really want to do it, well, just bring the prawn suit down here, and then we can start drilling the large nickel ore deposits, and then we'll really have enough. My biggest priority is just getting enough to get the depth modules online, and then we can just go do a quick kyanite run while we're down here. Oh, River Prowler, I see you. Yeah. Are we being a butt? Are you just... Okay, you're just hunting the other fish. Okay, that's fine. You come after the Seamoth, we're gonna have words. Matter of fact, that's actually all we need to do down here, because all I needed was the nickel. So, let me go back over to the map. Thank you, map mod. And I should be able to go to the scanner room and turn it off remotely. Yes, okay. Oh, and it's filling in our Lost River map. Very useful. Oh, Vinder, I love fat quads. Well, you're in the right place here. Mm-hmm. Quadrupeds lend themselves so well to getting big. Got that. Those extra limbs on the ground, which means you can put extra weight on there, and it's a heck of a lifestyle, let me tell you. Yeah, see, like, there's a giant nickel deposit right there. It's a gold mine. Now, we need to get more redeems and stuff. We need to be able to, like, you know, little things to show myself off for a second. You know, put up some art of me or something, or, you know, make my own multiple phases of my own PNG tuber here. Do I want to try to get the Ghost Leviathan? Because that's kind of crazy, but I kind of want to. But I'll definitely want to park the Seamoth out of range, because I can't risk losing the Seamoth, and if he's going to be taken off, what, 27% of the Seamoth in a single bite, I can't risk that. Yeah, no, go away. Not the Seamoth, thank you. I want to keep this thing intact, please. Yeah. Oh, now the River Prowler? Shoo! Go away! Shoot! Be gone. Thank you. Bunch of rude fish. Okay, let me have a quick snacky. Quick. And let's go do something really stupid. Especially on hard mode, this is incredibly stupid, but, you know. What can I say? We need to get a content for the channel, and worst case, that's what the backup save is for. So, come here. Now, I need to hit the head. The trick is, with Leviathans, it's not enough to hit the body, you have to hit the head. And watch what happens when they phase through the ceiling. Okay, not really sure what to make of that. Oh, did I get him? I think I got him. Okay, do not get too close. And watch for when the bubble goes away. And the River Prowler is probably going to poke me, but that's okay. Alright, sweet, we got it. Woohoo! Run!
Nicely done.
Where's my moth? Fun fact, I actually did that with the large Ghost Leviathan earlier. While I was setting up my deep sea base over there by the Degassi base, I was going to put it over by some smokestacks a few hundred meters in one direction, because I thought, oh, thermal power, you know, I won't have to use the bioreactors, we'll just have infinite power and it'll be fantastic.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Turns out, there's not just a juvenile Ghost Leviathan right there, that is a fully grown adult Ghost Leviathan. Did not want to have that near. I did not want to put a base nearby one of those because no, don't want to deal with that. So had to put the base a little bit farther away. But yes, we got data on the river prowler. Fun little dude. They use those little tendrils as whips. It's so much fun. Love the animation on that. We got nickel. We got... Oh, right. We picked up all the scan data from the Degassi base, including the orange tablet, to go along with our purple. And we got more audio logs. Spoiler alert. So this is from the Degassi. So this is 10 years ago. The 3 people who crash landed onto here. Things didn't end so well for them. Well, things didn't end so well for 2 out of 3 of them. One of them, however, has been missing in action, and may or may not be showing up in the sequel. I really do need to play a Below Zeros at some point, because I haven't played that since it came out. But yeah.
It is kind of 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, but I still find it to be a really interesting game.
I mean, yes, but I also feel like I should just play it again just because. But yeah, so we had the Ghost of Leviathan Juvenile, which was just behind us, and then there's the full-sized Ghost of Leviathan. I know the picture doesn't change, but trust me, it's bigger. Yeah. Assessment. Extreme threat. Avoid the crater edge. Oh yeah, fun fact about the crater edge. This is how the devs have conveniently kept the player hemmed in. So, yeah, where our base is here is about dead center. You have about 2,000 meters or 2 kilometers in any given direction. If you go outside there, there's a sharp drop off into the middle of nothing where it just plummets, 1,000 meters, 1,500 meters, even more into nothingness. The game is also hard-coded to start spawning full-sized ghost leviathans that will do nothing but chase you and kill you. So don't go off the crater's edge.
It spawns 4 at a time, I believe.
I believe it spawns 1 at a time, up to 3 maximum. Point is, yeah, so first off, there's absolutely 0 resources, lore, or anything out there. And second off, the game is programmed to try to kill you past that point. So, don't do that. I mean, unless you're doing it for the memes or something, in which case, more power to you. Yeah, I see you guys. Oh, are we gonna be a little... We're gonna be a little something. We're gonna be a little something something. Are you gonna need a little something something? Does someone want a little something something? Ugh, rude dudes. Can't a dragon just swim through the sea no more? No, we have to go be attacked by things that are programmed to kill us. We're not gonna be able to disable them for a while. Actually, I was going to say disable them for a while, but come to think of it, it's actually coming up faster than I think. But first, let's get our nickel back. Get it? Get it? What is that band know for again? I know it's a band, but I can't actually think of a song off the top of my head.
I don't know.
They're the ones that did Bye 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 and stuff, right? That was totally it, definitely.
I thought that was...
Yeah, no, it was definitely the first thing I said. It definitely wasn't NSYNC or Beastie Boys or whichever one it was. See, whatever I say is truth, and anything you look up online is false. That's just how the internet works.
I mean, unfortunately, that is more or less how the internet works.
No one works these days is something completely different. Anyway, people just looking it up with AI on their phones. We could spit out wrong answers for them. Look,
AI for when you need the wrong answer quickly.
Come buy the new phone. It has even more wrong answers at your fingertips. Don't worry about thinking. Just have it vomit out wrong answers for you. Oh dear, I'm getting on my soapbox. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit of mine. Okay. Home sweet home. Hooray. I like parking the Seamoth on this side because generally the prawn suit has a harder time jumping up and down, so you want the shorter end for it. It's a little OCD, I know, but that's just what I'm doing. And... there we go. Woohoo! Charge him up. Alrighty. Now, with all that, let's see what we got here. Nickel, 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 nickel. 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 Okay. Let's drop this all off inside the Cyclops, and let's see about getting these upgrades locked and loaded.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Wait, locker empty. Oh, wow, it drained one of the titanium lockers. Oh, dang. Huh. I'll have to work on that. Let's see, rest of that quartz is going to overflow. What else we got? We have a copper to throw in. We have some rubies. Yeah, see, we're starting to run out a little bit of rubies. That's very important. And a diamond. Another worthless diamond. On here. Well, dang, if we drained a titanium locker, let me also move some titanium back over. Oh, right, I forgot. We also have all of these overflow lockers. And here I was almost worried we were going to run out of titanium. Well, silly me. Ah, shoot, I forgot the sulfur. That's okay, we can bring more down with us when we bring the Cyclops down. We can pick that up along with the kyanite and stuff. Okay, so this will be nickel and stuff. And nickel and S. Because this will be nickel, sulfur, and kyanite. We're not going to need a ton of it, so I'm fine with just having a single wall locker for it, but we will certainly want it. And there we go. Refill our titanium lockers. That's a thing. And now, see about getting our upgrades done. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. So, let's take our regular depth module out. One over here. Second depth module Mark II. Let's go. Yes. And while that's building, let's get some food. Come here, food. Yes. Dragon needs to eat. Yum, 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 yum. It's a little weird for a plant dragon to eat plants, but I guess just don't think about it too hard.
Plants
Again,
eat other plants also.
I'm having to do what I have to survive. Alrighty, 1300 for the Cyclops. Now for the prawn suit, I think we have to go over to the vehicle modification station, if I remember correctly. Let me do that real fast. There we are. Prawn suit death module Mark I. Kaboom. Yes. I mean, the good news is, or, well, silver lining is that I'm going to have to go back up here anyway, because once I get the kyanite, I know you can hypothetically hot swap it by very rapidly taking out a depth module, running over, upgrading it, and slotting it back in. I don't feel like taking that risk, especially with the Cyclops. I feel like it'd be safer just to run back up and down, because that's also something I can just do off camera. The convenience of editing. Oh, you're not fully repaired? Oh, I must have forgotten to do that. Okay. Bronze suit depth module. Bam. Now you're also 1,300 meters. Excellent. So they're both 1,300. This is very important. Now, while I'm here, I think I'm kind of done with that second storage module on the sea moth. And I do want a storage module on the prawn suit. Now, the prawn suit, it only gives an extra 6 slots instead of 16, but, yeah. Like, it's definitely better than nothing, and honestly, I'm not sure what else to do with the last slot for the prawn suit. So, instead, let's get sonar. Get some sonar for the or the sea moth, excuse me. Swap out one of the storage modules with that, and then we have a spare storage module to put in the prawn suit. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'm not going to be too OCD about which storage module is still there. Okay, and that'll give us a little more room to drill stuff. Yes. Perfect. Because that adds an extra row to this, so now we have 30 slots instead of 24. Very nice. So, our next step is going to be the great journey of getting down 1,300 meters and grabbing some kyanite, as well as also picking up some crystalline sulfur while I'm down there, building up our base down there further, the whole 9 yards. So that's going to be an adventure. But first, the other thing we're going to be doing is, the problem is last stream I was starting to get kind of loopy and like weird and so on, so I need to be better about taking breaks. So let me get this slotted. Let me get that done, this done. And then we're actually going to pause here real fast. I'm going to do just some quick water and stretches and so on, try to stay awake here. And then we're going to go on an adventure. So, let me pause here. Let me switch over to BRB. And we are going to be right back here in a little bit. Okay, we're back. I guess back over here. Ta-da! Yeah, feeling a lot better there.
Hello again.
Yeah, the problem is when I get dehydrated, I start getting weird, and it's not a good time. The dragon is hydrated, and since I'm a plant, that means I get really big. So, let's see about potentially ending the run right now.
Engine powering up.
It's still so funny. I think it's reading the ampiel as a potential threat, even though it's a baby, totally docile, and inside containment. It's too funny. Alright, take us out, please.
standard.
There we go. Thank you. Let's see. We want to head north. What's really funny is our base is just right down there. It's just... We just have to drill straight down. But we can't do that. So we're going to have to take the long way. Yes, meta, I'm going to have it in standard for now. I shouldn't be too mean to meta, though. He did buy this Jollibee's FF14 package, including what I currently have, which is the blue etherite drink. It's basically, it's kind of like a blue raspberry lemonade thing going on with, like, I guess, is it like the boba tea thing? It's got these little baubles or something at the bottom. I don't know. I've never actually had boba tea before, so I don't have a comparison for it. I posted this in the FF14 part in Discord, though, because this is the part that kills me. They actually have on the drink, on the cup, hear, feel, drink.
Again, it's just... I understand this is shameless corporate pandering, but this is shameless corporate pandering that is my thing that I care about, so
It's like-
I guess it worked this time.
And it's so good.
Damn
Like,
it.
I wish I could have thought up of that for, like, an April Fool's Day joke or something. Like, I wish I had that kind of just, like, light bulb moment. Like, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Mog. So, yes. I mean, yeah, is this shameless corporate pandering? Yes, but, you know, I have to treat myself once in a while in my life. Oh man, that's probably coming through on the mic. You need to hear the big dragon slurps. Oh yeah, fun fact about the Cyclops. It looks like you're standing up, but I think actually people have, you know, done data mining, or if you just, you know, move the camera or something, there is actually a tiny seat that unfolds from the floor. So our character...
Oh, really?
Yeah, our character is in fact sitting down right now. You just can't tell.
I never knew that.
Well, again, it would have been
Because
nice.
the unfolding seat thing was going to come back in Below Zero with the sea truck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, now let's switch to... Let's try not to enrage our... Oh. Careful. Not to... And let's turn the camera off. There we go. Yeah, see, there's an amp eel already. We got all kinds of fun stuff. I think I need to start spinning, actually. Because I think I'm about to clip on something. Now, the good news is it should say creature attack if we're about to be attacked. Ah! At least the warpers can't touch us. Suck it. Yeah, good news about the Cyclops. Warpers cannot teleport you out of the Cyclops. Which is a wonderful, wonderful breath of fresh air there. Ow. Yeah, the bad news is we have to try to get this thing down somehow. Is this... Oh, shoot. Is this how I get it down, or do I... I might be shortcutting this a little too hard. Yeah, hang on. Okay, cancel this plan. Cancel this plan. Let's head a little farther north and see if there's a smoother way around. Shoot, we haven't taken any damage yet? No? Okay, good. Yeah, let me head a little farther north, because I think there's an easier way to get the Cyclops up and down. There's a little gap there that, like a sea moth or a prawn suit can fit through. There we go. Cyclops can't do that, so... But I think if we go a little farther around and down, there should be a wider cave opening we can use. I might want to move the beacon if that's true. But... Oh, shoot, there's another Ghost Leviathan. Hi. Or is that a juvie? I don't know. You stay up there, bud. Don't make me use my torpedoes. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll want to move the beacon if that's the case. Oh shoot, it's saying someone's hostile right by me there. Let me just cut it.
Engine powering down.
Because if I cut the engine, that should means somebody isn't attacking. If they are attacking, well, that's what all my tools are for. Now, let's do a quick... Who is that anyway? Oh, it's a crab squid. Okay. Whatever. Alright, let me move the beacon really fast. Let me stick it over here. Just so... Because the beacon is mostly for the Cyclops' convenience. Cyclops? Whatever. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's do it. And I like to kind of nestle it near the ceiling just so it's out of the way. Now, hopefully it remembers the beacon's name and color. Yeah, it does. Fantastic. Cool. Okay, so that's taken care of.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you.
Engine powering up.
I love the Cyclops sound. I think that's something that's actually missing from Below Zero, because I don't think the sea truck talks to you. Or does it?
I don't think it does. It's got a music player, but...
Oh, shoot. Now I got all kinds of friends coming along here. Don't. Yeah, just... No, the problem is the lights. Because I think, yeah, crab squids are attracted to light, so it might be... Let's leave this off. One thing I am going to risk is sonar. See, here's the part that gets really harrowing, because the Cyclops has a really hard time with this. So, sorry if I'm going quiet. I'm trying to focus here. See, because even those branches have collision, so the Cyclops can get stuck on those. Ah, shoot, and the Juvie's right there. No, don't.
Rig for silent running.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just go into stealth mode. I don't use it very often. It will start draining the power like a lunatic, but hey, that's what the base is for. Ow. I don't think that was a creature attack. I think it was just us bonking on something. I think. Okay, we should not be sideways like this. Okay, this is potentially really bad. Okay, I think the Leviathan has run into us. Oh.
Alright, now I'm gonna get some food.
If
BRB.
this Cyclops explodes from going sideways... I swear I am going to cry. What is happening right now? What is going on? What? Yeah, you have run into it. Shoo. 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 Get off my Cyclops. Sheesh. Holy cow. What is going on here? See, I think it's trying to attack the Cyclops, but I don't think it can actually do damage to it, so instead it's just moving it around. This is really weird. I've never had this happen before. Yeah, I think hard mode has made them much more aggressive than normal. Okay, let me try something else.
Deploying decoy.
Fire the decoy. Yeah, go do something else for a minute. Yeah, go play with something else. Sheesh. Wow. What the heck was that? Okay, now here's the part that gets really hard. Because I need to try to drive the prawn suit down here. Yeah, and this is why going slow is also really important. Now we're stuck on geometry. See, this is why I only wanted to do a single trip with the Cyclops, or at least minimize our trips with the Cyclops, because it's this kind of nonsense. Yet another reason to go slow, so that it's not going as quickly when you crash into something. But I think we're in the clear. Yes, there's our base. Sheesh. I'm just trying to do my commute. Sheesh. Okay. Let me pause for a minute here. Well, okay. We managed to get the Cyclops down in one piece, which is always a plus, but I have never had the juvenile Ghost Leviathan do that before. Like, it was mating with my Cyclops. I don't know how else to put this. It was enjoying my Cyclops in ways that I can appreciate. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that it was loving my Cyclops, but man, it's... Okay, see, here's why I'm so paranoid about this. I need to explain. I've had a Cyclops spontaneously combust on me before, and it was devastating. I was watching my Cyclops, it was twisting like that Ghost Leviathan was doing to ours, where it was like spinning in place, and then all of a sudden it just exploded. Like, while I was watching it like this, it just exploded. And needless to say, that kind of killed the entire run there, because it wasn't a hardcore run, but yeah, losing a Cyclops is always a setback, especially when you're like me and you use it for storage for everything. So that was a problem. So that was why I was so nervous about that Ghost Leviathan getting so chummy with my Cyclops there, because dang. I love that it loved my Cyclops, but man, I really can't afford to lose it. Alright, now that we're down here. Alright, we got our Cyclops dock. So, let's use that. Where's our keel? Here we are. Let's pull in, shall we? With... Gosh, I love this mod so much. Oh, there we go. I think automatic docking procedure started. So I can now drink some more.
Engine powering down.
Oh, that's funny. The smoke is obscuring part of the UI there. Whoops. And now it can charge directly from the base's batteries, or from the base's power source. Fantastic.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I love this so much. Okay, well, that was part of our journey over. Hooray.
And I am back.
Welcome back. Okay, we managed to get down here. Yeah, I want it on record. That was the first time I've ever had to use a creature decoy to get past that Ghost Leviathan. I don't know what was happening there, but that was bizarre. Okay, definitely want the range upgrades. These are going to be crucial. And again, it's just drawing from all the storage in my Cyclops. This is why I love the Cyclops so much, because then I can just turn it into my mobile base. Alright, 300 to 500 meters. Kablooey. Fantastic. So now we can see Over here is our disease research, which we'll get to in a minute. And then down here to the west is our tree, and then kyanites are the entrance to the inactive lava zone. It's going to be further down that way. And that's going to be a fun adventure, he said sarcastically. What else do I want? Oh, water. Purification. Let's get one of those going. Which side do I want that on? Let's see. This is the fun side, so let's put it on the less attractive side. And, oh, beautiful. Let's see. Hull strength is still holding. Although I might want to put another reinforcement down here just in case. That is over here. Also, we should have some windows in here, you know, just let's splurge a bit. There we go. You know, let's have a view.
It is actually pretty in its own way.
Oh, very much so. Oh yeah, and I need to scan out there as well. You know, we need to have some stuff in here. Oh, and I should also probably put an actual hatch on here. Oh, wait. Duh. We put a hatch on the Cyclops. There we go. Oh, duh. I can put lithium on here as well. I'm an idiot. Okay, I think I have just enough. Whew. It's going to be very close, but I can do a hot swap here. There we go. There's one of those. And let's do another hot swap over here. Nobody sneeze on the base while I do this. If I so much as bump this thing, it's going to be gone. I mean, well, especially with me, considering how big my belly and hips are in my butt. But for anybody else, there we go. Alrighty, starting to get some home sweet home going on here. While we're at it, let's also do the full grow bed 9 yards, because I am a plant dragon. It's kind of what I do. So that's going to be a foundation. Oh, wow. I can build a foundation all the way out here? You're kidding. Heck yes. Let's... What do I want to put? Well, although it would be nice to have a garden kind of right outside the window here.
I never did learn the rules for where you can and can't build foundations.
Yeah, I'm just not going to ask questions. I don't... Yeah, it's free floating. Wow. It's adding to the base hull, so it is connected to the rest of the base, or at least classified as such, but man.
Huh.
Okay, well, you know what? Not gonna question it. I'm just gonna accept it. Let's see. Exterior module, exterior grow bed. I always find it weird that the exterior grow bed only takes 2 titanium, but it's bigger. So it's cheaper and it's larger than the interior grow bed, which I'm not sure how that works, but you know what? Whatever. Let's try and line this up. Close enough. Last but not least. Cool. So it's more over here.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Perfect timing, because I just finished building that. Here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Oh yeah, and let's make sure everything's charged. Because, again, because the Cyclops is plugged into our base, I can just use the battery charger in the Cyclops without a care in the world, because I know it's going to be recharged directly from our base, which is extremely handy. Cool. And we can let that charge. Meanwhile, let's keep using up these old waters. Make room for some new waters.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And growing. Yes, grows. We want all of our seeds. Right here. I really like this. Just put a hatch on the end of wherever the Cyclops dock is, because then it's as if you were just exiting your Cyclops directly. Very handy. Let's see. Let's have the tall stuff in the back here. Some nice... Let's see. That can be the blood. The blood kelp. So then let's have our mushrooms right here. And let's have some gel spores here. And come down here. Let's see, and then here we are. There's another thing I always do in the Cyclops is I always have some storage units with the seeds in them, so then I can just plunk down a new base, plunk the seeds in them, wait a little bit, come back, and we got stuff. Very handy. Let's see, let's put the blood oil there, and let's put the deep shrooms here, because I'm feeling like a psychopath. I'm going to have them across from each other. Haha. And I never quite understand what to do with the last grow bed, because there's room for 6 grow beds on a single foundation, but there's only 5 grow bowls. I guess I could start farming some of the other stuff, like, you know, the brain coral or the gape's feathers or whatever, if I was feeling fancy. Let's see, now where's my... Oh, right, my fabricator's over here. Perfect. So I do have a fabricator in the base, just in case. Which would be very handy. That's chugging away. The Cyclops is chugging away. Oh, wow. Yeah, it drained one of the thermal reactors and is working on the other. You can see that with the... you see how the power's flickering from 249 to 250 constantly? Because each thermal reactor is 250, and the way power drain works in Subnautica is it always drains from the oldest power source first, and then starts working on the others. So it is... So now it's using both of the thermal reactors to power everything. Which, considering we're charging the Cyclops and running a water filtration system, is pretty dang impressive. What if we can do the scanner room at the same time? Let's find out. Scanner room. I desire crystalline sulfur. Because there's a couple upgrades I want to build with that. And let me see. How's power? Power seems to be pretty stable. Wow, that's impressive. Then yeah, I think the Cyclops is fully charged now, so that might be helping. It might just be drawing from water filtration and a other thing now. Yep, Cyclops is now fully charged. Fantastic. Okie dokie. And while that's scanning, let's grab our prawn suit. And because that's what we're going to be using. Prawn suit. Because the prawn suit can do this. It can go underneath the brine, which is incredibly, incredibly useful.
I always forgot the prawn suit to meet a brine.
Oh, it's vital. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's 4 large nickel deposits down here? No, 3 large nickel deposits. Is that more silver or is that more nickel? Wait, these are both silver. Oh, yes, our problems are over. This is why the prawn suit is so incredible. Because each of these nodes is, what, like 8 to 12 items? So, yeah, we can just sit here and drill and get everything we ever need. Hang on, let me get some more drink. Yeah, I think this is how boba tea works, where these, like, tapioca or, like, flavorless tapioca, just chewy balls at the bottom.
They remind me of collagen, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. Do I need more nickel right now? Not really. Oh, what the hey, let's grab a nickel node just to say we did. Nickel is one of those things where I think it's only beyond the 2 death modules. I think there's only a single other recipe it's used for, which we don't even have yet. And I think we only need 4 of it or something, but you know what? It wouldn't hurt to have some extra. We've got all those lockers in the Cyclops. We can afford to have some storage in them. Now, our scanner room should be working away while we're here, which is also going to be very nice. Ah, shoot, our food is running out as well. Okay, we're going to have to probably pop in and grab some trees here real fast. And where's... Oh, wow, yeah, it sure found some stuff. Boink. And there we go. Drift along. Here we go. Let me get out here. Alright, I forgot the prawn suit also repairs more slowly just because it has so much more health. Ah, yes, but look at all of this. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, prawn suit plus drill arm is an absolute game changer.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now look at this. Like, oh, we didn't have enough silver. Oh, well, guess what? Now we have so much silver. Yeah, see, we're down to only 2 nickel, so let's have a surplus of nickel just in case. Now, we also do a little treevore. What would this be, dendrovore? I don't know. I'm not a language expert, I'm just a plant dragon. There we go. Always remember to plant the last one. There we go. Okay, that should keep us tidied over. Tided over. It'll keep us full. Now then. There we go. Let me empty out their storage just so that we can have some room there. And let's go grab some sulfur. Whee! Our slow ascent. Yeah, but see, this is why, the reason number 5, why you get the grapple arm. Because with the grapple arm, you can just dangle, let your... So there's a purple meter down at the bottom right. That's our boost meter. You can just let your boost meter recharge while you're there, and then let go and immediately start firing again. And you can use that to climb. But, for right now, let me do something crazy. I'm going to take my grapple arm off temporarily. Because the thing about crystalline sulfur is that it's typically... Yeah, it's typically under the brine. I think this one's shallow enough that I could try. But it's typically under the brine. And the problem is, going under the brine is a really bad idea. And the drill arm by itself can't, or by default, can't pick up stuff that's loose like that. So what you need is you need to have the regular prawn suit arm in order to pick it up. But if you've got both the drill arm and the grapple arm, that takes up both slots, and you can't do that. It's a whole thing. And, oh, you really are going to maybe climb all the way up here. See, the problem is there's probably more of it in that direction. That would be easier to get. Oh, which isn't showing up on the scanner because I haven't gone in this direction yet. Oh, right. See, the problem with the scanner room is that it can only scan in the world cells that have already loaded. So if you haven't been to an area after loading the game again, it doesn't know it's there. Oh, there's some copper. Let's grab some copper over here. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm just going to wander south and get into those areas, and that should remind the scanner room they exist, and hopefully it should start picking up some stuff in there. I wish there was an option to have the scanner room remember all locations when you load a game. Because optimally, what you would do is every single time you save and load the game, you would immediately swim around in a 500-meter radius around your scanner room. Ow! Do you mind? Excuse me. Shoo. Shoo. Thank you. As I was saying, optimally, you would swim around a 500-meter radius around your every single scanner room. Stop that. Shoo. I will drill you. Thank you. Ahem. You'd swim around the scanner rooms, load in all the cells, and then do what you're doing. But the problem is, that would require you swimming in a 500-meter radius around every single one of your scanner rooms, and ain't nobody got time for that. So, yeah. Let's just not do that. Yeah, let me drop off this stuff here as well. What the hey, while we're here, let's clean out the inventories. Yes. So much stuff.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay,
All systems
so what's that?
online.
Yeah, this is going to be more than enough nickel. That's probably overkill on nickel, to be honest, but eh. Now, copper, that's very handy. We can now refill on that. And we can use the scanner room to find more large deposits down here. See, this is what I love about Lost River. There's so much stuff down here. It's got so many resources and then some. All you need is the prawn suit with the drill arm, because then you can get through the brine and so on. And with a upgrade we're hopefully going to get here in a minute for the prawn suit, it'll get even easier. Oh, but first, alright, let me wander down this way. I'm supposed to keep my eyes peeled, see if we can find some more, excuse me. There, I should probably mute the mic before I do that. Ahem. Hee. Where was I? Right, let's also see if we can just see the sulfur ourselves. Because we can just pick it up without the scanner room. It's just the scanner room makes things a lot easier. I just dangle, let my boost recharge. Alright, here we go. See, this is why I want crystalline sulfur. Spoiler alert, one of the things you can get is jump jet upgrades for the prawn suit, which means this boost is quite a bit more substantial. But we need to get the sulfur in the first place in order to even do that, so bit of a catch-22 there. So in the meantime, I'll just have to wander around here and try and grab some sulfur first. And hopefully the scanner will pick it up. Yeah, see, there's some of it. So it's down here. Now, again, we're going to need to swap out our arms, and I don't want to do that while the prawn suit's in the brine, because that's going to get potentially lethal. So let's come out here. Grab the arm. Let's just have some armless fun with a prawn suit. There we go. And now we've got a little grabby arm. Is that just limestone? That's just limestone. We don't need limestone. We're okay. We're good on that. There we go. And we can grab the sulfur. Yes. There we go. I think 3 is enough for the jump jet upgrade, which would be great. But I'd love more. Although it seems to be very stingy down here. Oh, shoot. But in order to get the jump jet upgrade, I'm going to have to use a vehicle modification station, which is going to require a moon pool, which is going to... Ah, dang. I mean, I probably should add a moon pool to this base just to have it, but... Man, that's going to be an investment. Or I'll just have to do the climb up there and get more sulfur. Without it. You know, I probably should just build a moon pool. Let's just do that, Domadet. Let's not overcomplicate things. Now, where do we want it to attach? I kind of want it on that side, but that's the hot side, and I don't feel like doing that. Now, having it on this side would block the view, which would be irritating, but... Oh, well. Let me move this out of the way. You could hang out by the skeleton. Speaking of which, let's scan that. There we go. Our poor dead sea dragon. Meh. Clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe as likely cause of death. Damage is consistent with high-speed collision with a solid object. And the age... Bone growth suggests the creature is in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Okay, keep those in mind here in a minute. Because we're going to go somewhere... Maybe not right now, but later on, and that's going to be relevant. It's a little hint for later. Alright, Moonpool. What do we got? Let's see, and I want you to attach onto there. Yeah, see, it kind of spoils the view, but... You know, I could always just build the moon pool, build the vehicle fabrication station, not have my base explode. Oh, that is cutting it way too fine. Yeah, no, let's get another reinforcement on there. Hey, remember what I said? We don't need more reinforcements? I lied. Woohoo! Okay. Alright, good. We're not exploding. Ahem. As I was saying, I think I'm just going to build this temporarily, build the vehicle upgrade console, get my boost, and then wreck this. Or deconstruct it. But, oh no, wait, except there's another upgrade I want as well. I want the thermal reactor. Nah, oh well. Alright, first things first. Jump to upgrade. Let's go. Boink. And Kastoop. This will make traversal much easier. Yes. I think it also boosts its movement outside, or in air, which isn't terribly useful, except for maybe one spot where it could be a little funny. Just food. It's just a little fun fact. Alright, now that we have that, let's go grab some more sulfur, and I'm looking at the time here. Let's see if we can also get down to one particular spot. Shoot, these are taking forever to grow. I might have to grab some fish from here just to survive. I'm sorry, fish. Wait, what am I doing? I have stuffed the Cyclops with food. I am being a silly dragon.
I was gonna say.
I have... Oh, and these finished growing. Fantastic. Let me see. Yep. Some of that. Let's see, one of these. One of these. Yeah, let's get those back into the Cyclops. Always restock your plantables. Got turned around. There we go. Doink, 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 doink. And some of those. And we'll stick these over here for reasons. Yeah, and we are... I forgot. I stuffed this thing with Reginald's and everything else. We are golden. Should be yeah, there's another disinfectant water. Fantastic. Okay. So now let me work on these plants real fast. Yes, because now we have infinite plants. How does it work? Magic. I'm the plant dragon. It's just what we do. Yes. Yes. Grow. Grow. Become big. Excellent. Okay, where are we? Grabbing sulfur. Let's grab some more sulfur real fast. I put the grapple arm back on, right? Yes. Fantastic. Away we go. Whee! Oh, yeah. See, these are upgraded jump jets. Now we can go sailing. Wait. This isn't right next to, like, the, Juvenile Ghost Leviathan, is it? Because if it is, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I don't want to have to deal with that thing. But yes, now with the upgraded jump jet, see, oh man, we get almost to the top just in one go. And then if we hang to the wall, we can let it recharge. Yeah, see, here's the problem with the prawn suit. There are two arms for the prawn suit. There's the grapple arm and the drill arm, and that is it. It technically can also get a propulsion arm and a torpedo launcher arm. Never get those. Those are traps. They're worthless. Don't bother.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting things. They made a bunch of arms for the Cyclops, only 2 of them are really good.
For the prawn suit, yeah.
In fact, 2 of them are flat out amazing.
Yeah, the drill arm is absolutely vital. Yeah, that's required. And yes, this is Ghost Leviathan territory. Alright, that's annoying. It can't one-shot the prawn suit, but it can certainly cause inconveniences, shall we say. So let's grab our sulfur and get the ever-living flip out of here. got a drill arm, but I don't have anything. You know, I don't have a shockwave. I don't have a anything more substantial to try to drive it off. I actually don't know how much damage it does to the prawn suit, and I don't want to find out. I mean, the prawn suit is a tough thing, but we're also talking about a Leviathan class creature, and yeah. That is something that really annoys me. There is no way to reinforce your vehicles from creature attacks. I always thought that's what the hull reinforcement was for, where not only do you take less damage from collision, you also take less damage from creatures biting your vehicles. Turns out that's a lie. It doesn't do that. All it does is reduce damage from collisions, which for the prawn suit is completely worthless. And for the Seamoth, honestly, it's kind of debatable. So...
Yeah, that's something that surprised me also.
That's honestly really disappointing, because that means, effectively, that upgrade is worthless, because you're just taking up an upgrade slot, doing nothing, and it doesn't help with the one thing you'd want it to do. Very irritating. Is that really all the sulfur there is? I mean, again, I don't need a ton, but... Huh. Wait, there's magnetite? You're kidding. Oh, wow, that's handy. Huh. Alright, well, whatever. Anyways, I'm heading back down anyway. Let me just... That going... Do. Yeah, we have a bunch of Angie boys, and girls, and whatever non-binary pals there are. Bonk. Here we are. Let's get back in. Back in the Cyclops. Cyclops. There we go.
Welcome aboard.
Took a second to remember collision.
All systems online.
And now this is charging from the Cyclops. This is charging from the base, which I love. The Cyclops is shaking. I'm always worried about this thing exploding. Or is that just me? What's going on? I hate being paranoid about this. Anyways, alright, with our crystalline sulfur, we can also do another upgrade for the Cyclops, which is going to be incredibly useful, just in case. The Cyclops Fire Suppression System. Yeah, again, I actually got creature attacks so bad we had fires break out on here, and even on normal playthroughs, I still like having it just in case. It's like having a fire extinguisher in your kitchen. You don't plan on using it. You're probably never going to use it in your lifetime, but on the off chance you need it, you're going to be darned glad you have it. Because yes,
to put it more simply, it's better to have and not need than need and not have.
Yeah, because yes, the Cyclops does have fire extinguishers, and you can also, like, fun fact I learned, if you take off the fire extinguisher, you can stick it back on, and I think it auto refills, so that's neat. There's one down there as well, where the cursor is. But it's also nice just to have a button to just say, turn the fires off, please, and have that happen. So that's very nice. And we have plenty of extra sulfur, just in case. Lovely. Oh, I forgot we have trees in the Cyclops. Right. Okay, yeah. So I can also just use those for food right now. I'm a very smart dragon sometimes. Ugh.
You are a very food-obsessed dragon.
Well, I have my moments. What can I say? When I get hungry, I get very single-minded. Oh yeah, we were running out of magnetite. Dang. I'm glad we found that. Alrighty, let's see. I've still got the grappler arm with me. That's great. I've got waters on me. Let me bring some more just in case. And bring Reginald with me. Because we are... Alright, yeah, we got about half an hour left in the stream, so I've got one last objective to do, and it's going to be a bit of a doozy. Well, it's either going to be really, really simple, or it's going to be really, really hard. And I guess we're about to find which is which. Oh, but first, plants. Yay, plants! I'm very obsessive about making sure my Cyclops stock is restocked. Because that's how we get more plants. Let's see. So, let me stick these in here. Beautiful. Go down, grab the blood oil versions. Thank you. Stick those in. And then, in case we want to build bases elsewhere, we have plants ready to go. Boom. Fantastic. Now, let me get a stasis rifle. I got that. Let me make sure the repair tool is ready. Because we are going to do something very crazy. Oh, are you finished as well? Oh man, that's fantastic. Let's see. Let's turn off the scanning for a moment. We do not need crystalline sulfur yet. We are going to go to grab kyanite. And this is going to be either really simple, or it's going to end the run. Or some mixture in between. Let me grab a spare power cell just in case. Have a backup for the prawn suit. That'd be very handy. Oh, and let me make sure the doors... I like being OCD about the doors being closed before we launch. I think the Cyclops auto-closes the doors when I'm ready to fire, but just in case, let me make sure these are sealed. Very good. Nah, guess we can close that door too, just for kicks. Oh, and let me grab another med kit, because it never hurts to have more of those. I think everything else is charged. We're good. Alright. Oh, and get... Let's see, we emptied storage. And let's get that grapple arm back on. Definitely gonna want that. And let's go exploring. So, go west, young Dominant. Does that movie hold up at all? It was a Don Bluth movie, so it's either good or weird.
Which one?
Isn't that... No, I'm thinking of Five Goes West, not Go West. Go West, Young X is
Go
something
West, Young
else.
Man was Manifest Destiny propaganda.
Yay for propaganda. No, I was thinking of Five Goes West, and then I got my wires crossed because I'm a dumb dragon. I do that sometimes. No, but seriously. You know, what really blows my mind is that Five Goes West, there were 2 movies. I always thought there was only 1.
You're talking about An American Tail, and then its sequel, An American Tail 5 Goes West.
Yeah, that. See, this is why I keep Meta in my cave, because he's my external memory unit. I don't have enough room
5
for all these
Goes
things.
West apparently is okay. It's fine. It has a few scenes that are pretty racist concerning Native Americans, but unfortunately that was par for the course for the 90s. What's really funny is apparently introduced an antagonist that and kind of shipped the antagonist to I think one of the female characters, and apparently there's some people who are fans of that. So if you're one of those people, good for you.
I mean, they're furries. There's going to be a fan of all of them. Okay, now this is the giant cove tree, which I really love. It's a gigantic tree guarding a ghost leviathan egg, waiting for the right time to hatch, and surrounded by jelly rays and with beautiful music. A lot of people swear by building...
Great place to build a base.
Yes, a lot of people swear by building a base down here, especially because there are hot vents on one of these sides. So you can also use thermal reactors for infinite renewable power. Incredibly convenient. My counter argument, as much as I love this tree and love this view, this is just below 900 meters. So if you're trying to get a sea moth down here, good luck, because a sea moth hard caps at 900. It cannot go lower than that, because that's how high its depth modules go. Yeah, there's the smoker stack. And also, it's a little far west, which means if you're trying to scan for things, you're going to be centered over here, whereas my scan room is centered, if I can get the map going, over here, where it can hit more of, say, the southern end, like down where this, say, life pod is and that other stuff. So, yes, I totally see why people build bases down here, and I definitely don't blame them for that, but it's just, personally, I prefer using the junction. But we are going to go past here. We are going to go into even more dangerous territory, for we are entering the inactive lava zone, the ILZ. And yes, there's going to be lava underwater. No, it doesn't make sense. It's a video game. Shush. Now, you can take a Cyclops down here. If you hug the walls over there and are very careful and so on, it's possible. That's normally what I do when I do my kyanite runs. I want to try doing it with just the prawn suit, and this could wind up being an incredibly bad idea, but, you know, you don't come to this channel for good ideas, you know? You come to this channel for bad ideas. Oh, hey, uranite. I've heard that's another thing, too, is you can use nuclear reactors down here because there's uranite crystals left and right. Personally, I have never used a nuclear reactor in this game, and I don't think I ever will. I just don't see the point.
Use bioreactors.
Exactly.
With their infinite fuel.
Just put down 2 or 3 indoor grow beds if one isn't enough for you for some reason, and then use that with, say, either lantern fruit or with the bulbo trees, and yeah, you've got infinite power forever. And it's completely renewable. No having to worry about reactor rods or anything. Alright. Did I bring a beacon with me? Please tell me I brought a beacon with me. I did. Fantastic. Let's... Oh, right, and there's all completely new creatures down here as well. Like, there's basically, you know, palette swaps of the stuff we've seen up top. Come here. Doing a little catch and release here. Yeah, it's kind of this Pokemon thing or, you know, Dragon Quest or, you know, insert your RPG here. Alright, so this beacon shall be Lost River-ILZ. So it's the junction between the Lost River and between the inactive lava zone. So I can use that as a guide either for getting down here or for getting out. Now, I am working with the map, which I do love. This mod does have maps, including being able to switch between the different biomes. So that's phenomenal. Oh yeah, it even has a little arrow there, too. That's awesome. Okay, so I don't have to use my beacon system. I just like doing it because it's habit. I don't need the topside Lost River beacon. We don't need the Lost River base beacon right now because we've got the Cyclops Park there. I'm trying to declutter my HUD here. So yeah, I know the base is there. I'll leave the big base up there for now. Got that. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't linger around here. I forgot, we have warpers. So we get down here. Yes, we have active lava. Don't let your prawn suit stand on that. Yeah, it will start to melt. It's a bad time. Now, we are on the hunt for kyanite, so I'm looking for really obvious bright blue crystals. That is something I appreciate, is the game made it extremely obvious. Like, you'll know it when you see it. Yeah, we're heading back east. Oh, magmarang. Scan that real fast. Oh yeah, fun fact. So I'm watching someone else going through a run of Subnautica. That's actually what prompted this run. They got down here without the reinforced dive suit, which means they did not have heat protection, which means every time they exited their prawn suit, they were starting to get cooked. Now, they're not doing... Yeah, they're not doing a hardcore run, so death for them is just, you know, the slap on the wrist it usually is in Subnautica, but still, it was just funny. Ah, there's our interaction. There's our lava sharks, and there's a lava leech. Goody, we're already getting introduced to the fun that is the inactive lava zone. Okay, do not let the prawn suit fall down there, because if it falls down there, it might go below 1300, and we're in a lot of trouble. Where the heck is all the kyanite? I thought we would have seen some by now. Hang on. Can I start scanning for it now? That's something else this mod does, which I love, is I can start scans remotely. But I'm not seeing kyanite as an option yet. Okay. Because the problem is we need kyanite to get down below 1,300 meters, because that's how we get the last tier of a... Wait, I think I see it. Let me finish my thought. It's how we get the last tier of depth module. So you have to find kyanite below 13 or above 1,300, or else you're totally dead in the water. But I think we have it. Fantastic. Okay, nobody murder me for the next little bit. Wait, can I not? Oh, I think you have to scan it after you drill it. Oh, no, not storage. Not storage. Just let me in. Thank you. Yes! Yes! There we go. Gimme, 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 gimme. The funny part about drilling is that you have to get the whatever you're drilling on dead center. The drill will automatically move itself to wherever it needs to drill as long as the object you are trying to drill is dead center in your sights. But the problem is, as you break off pieces, it'll no longer be in your sights. So you have to move a bit to keep it there. There we go. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I think if I really want to flex on here, I can take some out. Drop it. And then scan it. Yes, there we go. Aha. Beautiful. Let me get in here. And now... Yep, there we have kyanite. Thank you, scans. I think... It's either because of scanning it or it's just because we got close enough, but we should be able to activate our scanner room. Yes, for kyanite. Haha, thank you, mods. Woohoo! Now, I think there's another deposit just right next to us here, but, you know, it's the principle of the thing. There's another warper. Let me top off my vitals while we're here. Let's see, 54, 44. Yep, that'll work. There we go. Oh, sorry. Just trying to grapple onto it for some reason, and that doesn't really help. We really need to get a redeem where I can just get super fat on stream. Something for like meta drop food down onto me or something.
Oh boy. Also, fun fact, I think that molecular formula checks out. I think kyanite is one of those ones, this thing's actually real. It's an aluminum silicate.
Yes, actually, the other person I'm watching, somebody else in comments mentioned that, yes, they are a jeweler or they know a jeweler. Excuse me. Rude. Ahem. Yeah, they either are a jeweler or they know a jeweler. Yes, it is a real substance. It is not used for deep sea reinforcing, but it is used in other applications. Like either in jewelry or in like machinery or something. I don't know. Point is, yes, it does exist in the real world and it does have industrial applications. There we go. You know, the really funny thing about kyanite is you actually don't need very much. Oh, I was ready for you that time. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the funny part about kyanite is...
Have you scanned it yet?
No, I'll work on that in a minute. Actually, we're on that right now. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, come here.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
The funny part about kyanite is you actually don't need very much of it. It's really funny. It's so hard to get because you're at the very limit of where your prawn suit can go before you have it, because it's like right at, you know, 1250 out of 1300. But once you have it, you're green to go, and we actually don't... Yeah, this is all the kyanite we're ever going to need for the entire game. We are done with kyanite. That's it. We can now leave. There is more to explore down here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up. I'm going to get those upgrades installed, which is going to involve me taking the prawn suit, prawn and Cyclops all the way back up. Because you could hypothetically either quickly hot swap the depth modules and just risk your Cyclops exploding on you if you're not fast enough, or you can just build a spare depth module to slot to get upgraded and then just swap it in immediately so that there's no risk of crushing, but then you have a spare depth module you don't really need and it's a little wasteful. Or you can do what I like to do, which is the safe, boring method of swimming back up to the surface, and then you're outside of crush range, so then you can safely take the depth module out, take your time to upgrade it, and slot it in, and it's all hunky-dory. Is that more uranite? I think it's nickel. But yeah, this is why I also want to put beacons down, because I know I have the mod to give the map, but even so, it's very nice to have beacons from the different directions. Oh, hey, lava leech. Hey, come here. I want to scan you. Come here. Ah, come on. Fine, I'll scan you without you getting on my vehicle. we're going to have adventures with those little things, because when I take the Cyclops down here, we're not going to be able to dodge them. We're going to get them all over the Cyclops, and it's going to be irritating. Well, actually, that's the other reason I wanted Kyanite, because Kyanite gives us access to something called the thermal reactor. And once you get the thermal reactor in the Cyclops, your power problems are over, at least down here. Because in the inactive lava zone and the lava lake, it's always hot, and that means you have unlimited power forever.
You can do a trick where you just put the thermal reactor in the prawn suit, run out the prawn suit until it's charged, and then swap out power cells in the Cyclops.
I mean, you can, but, you know, it's a little finicky. Then again, I don't know if I have the recipe for the Cyclops thermal reactor right now. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, how the heck do we... Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I was about to go right past the entrance. There we are. There's those curtains I'm looking for. And this is why I wanted the jump jet upgrades, because now I can just go sailing along here. Yeah. Grapple arm, drill arm, jump jet upgrades. Your prawn suit is green to go, and it is glorious. Yum. Actually, you know how I said I was gonna take the prawn suit and Cyclops up to do the depth module thing? What if I don't? Because actually I have a thought about that. As long as the prawn suit or sea moth is inside the Cyclops, I believe they're immune to the crush rules. It's not until you take them out that they start getting crush damage. And as for the Cyclops itself, if I can move my mod station, if I can stick a mod station right next to the upgrade station, then I could just pull the upgrade out, immediately slap it into the mod station, slap it right back in, and that should be fast enough before the Cyclops has a chance to start taking damage. It's extremely risky, because if I lose the Cyclops, I lose my entire base. But it would be really good content. Yeah, you know what? I've talked myself into it. Let's try this. I'm already on hard mode. Let's take a little risk here. Alright, but first, let's get back in here. Yeah, because I think if I park this thing inside the Cyclops, it should be immune to crush rules. At least I noticed that with my Seamoth earlier, but... Oh shoot, I think I missed. Yep, I missed. Okay, that's okay. Try again. There we go. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Here, let me just test my hypothesis really fast. Let me drop the kyanite off, then test my hypothesis. Because I noticed this earlier. I think I had my Seamoth was only rated for 300, and the prawn suit was rated for 500. And I accidentally took it down, like, 500 or something. But the Seamoth was still there. Like, it was still fine. Let me just...
Alright, taking out the water break, BRB.
Sounds good. Let me just throw the kyanite in here. I really don't care at this point. Thank you, mod that lets me ignore all that. Okay. Let me test this hypothesis really fast. If we start hearing all the warning signs of the prawn suit, I'm going to slap this thing in, but... Oh, right. It's already rated for 900. I don't have to worry about that one. Let me just make that upgrade there. Beautiful. Slap that bad boy in there. Bam. 1,700 meters. That's maximum for the prawn suit. That's awesome. Now, if I can get the mod station back here, that would speed things up. So let me get the habitat builder. And if this goes horribly, horribly wrong, then rip me. So let's move you over here. Let's see, interior model, mod station. Oh, no, magic pixel? Magic pixel! Okay, just to be clear, we do have the resources for it right now, right? Let me get the plasteel ingot and kyanite on me, just in case, because if that... I need to make sure this is as smooth as possible. Let's see, there's our kyanite. Let me build the plasteel ingot over here. Wonderful. Okay. 3 kyanite. We got plasteel. And we just need the depth module Mark II, which is already in here. Alright. Here we go. Fast hands.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Whew. Okay. Yes, he was starting to take hull damage there, but it's now regenerating because, yeah, fun fact about the Cyclops, it actually regenerates health up to a point. It's only if it actually takes damage on this screen here, if you see a hull breach, that's when it needs to be repaired. Okay, and I think we're good. Wow, that went a lot more smoothly than I hoped. Whew! Okay, and then we can just put it back in its place. And we can all breathe. Okay, beautiful. Woohoo! And we are now rated, both Prawn Suit and Cyclops are now rated to 1700. Seamoth is rated to 900. They are now maximized in terms of depth. That is fantastic. So while we're here, let's get some treats. I don't have the Cyclops thermal generator blueprint. It must be in a wreck up there. Huh. Wow. That... How did I miss that one?
Whoops. Oh, well.
Well, whatever. Alright, we're gonna do what Meta was saying. Very glad I built this moon pool, then. Let's go over to the moon pool over here. Let's go over to the vehicle mod station in the moon pool. And let's grab the Prawn Suit thermal reactor. Because that'll definitely work. And, yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll just be using the Prawn Suit to hot swap out power cells if we really feel like it. Weird. It'll be a little unusual for me, and... Huh. But that is what it is. Yeah, we're just gonna have a spare upgrade slot there for whenever we eventually get it, which will probably be after we need it. Darn it. Oh well. Boink. Okay. Phew. There's all that done. Oh, scanner room. We can turn that off. Which I can just do from the menu right here. There we go. Because we still have a boatload of kyanite. I mean, not a literal boatload, because that would... A literal boatload would be taking up the entire Cyclops, but yeah, we still have tons of kyanite. We have tons of nickel, sulfur, and kyanite, so we have plenty of that for when we need it for the other resource, or the other recipe, which we don't have yet. But other than that, we're good. Let me get some celebratory trees. How are our trees doing? Ah, what a wonderful little base we have here. You know, I should do something special for this. And the first thing I'm going to do is deconstruct this darn moon pool, because we're now, as far as I know, done with the moon pool. So, and I tire of having a moon pool here. Let's have something fun. There we go. Much better. Get rid of that ugly thing for... Let's get some beautiful things in here. It's not ugly. I'm sorry. I'm being mean. Oh, wow. We cleaned out the titanium lockers. That's a shocker.
It is wild how much titanium you go through in Subnautica. I always wind up with way too much.
Titanium is a really weird one. It's a very ebb and flow thing. Because there'll be some times when you have more titanium than you possibly know what to do with, and then there are other times when you have run out of all of it. And it's very weird like that. So, now that we've done that, let's get something more pretty. I want to get an observatory. I love observatories. And let's do really something fun. Let's grab a glass compartment first. And then do an observatory. And this shouldn't explode the base. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Ah, and it's a much nicer view.
Constructed with a specific research task in mind. Observatories and other glass modules are imprudent for survival purposes.
Quiet, PDA. Look at this. Yeah, somebody else mentioned
they're awesome.
do a glass tube first, then do the observatory. And oh man, I'm so glad they mentioned that. Like, look at this. Look at this.
This is so cool.
This is phenomenal. We've got dead dragon mom outside, which is a little depressing, but you know, we can contemplate on her life and on her brethren, which are currently below us and are going to try to eat our Cyclops, but that's a problem for future us. Well, that's fantastic. And honestly, this is kind of a good place to wrap up here, as it is. Because let me think what we got. We now have Prawn Suit and Cyclops at maximum. We do not have the thermal reactor for the Cyclops, which is going to bug my little OCD heart, but I think I'll just have to live with that.
It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, and like the problem is, in order to get it, I would have to get back up to the surface, find the wreck with it, and then get back down, which is going to mean either doing a trip with the Cyclops, or I'd have to... I don't even think it's possible to free dive it that far. That sounds too risky, especially on hardcore. Oh, I need to check my vitals, but hey, good news. We have free infinite water. You know, if I really wanted to flex, what I would do is get an alien containment unit in here. Actually, I just talked myself into that. Why don't we just get an alien containment unit in here? Oh, right, I can have it centered, too. Oh, that's nice. Let's put it on this side, though. Do you have any Reginalds? We got a couple minutes left in the stream. I think there's a couple Reginalds outside. Let me just grab some. And we need a hatch. Hatch. Because here's the real thing. Once you have Reginalds in an alien containment unit and you've got water filtration, your water and food problems are even more solved forever, as you've already seen. It's a phenomenal thing. Alright, let's go find some Reginalds. Because I think they spawn down here. Yep. There's one. We need two, though. Let's grab some quartz and ruby over here. Yeah, and see, there's another large quartz deposit, so if I really need more, I'm going to start drilling. But that's something I do in between streams. What I'll do in between streams is just double check and make sure we fill up on all the resources we need. I just need one more Reginald. Come on. Who wants to join the party? You're going to have so many babies. And only a small chance that you yourself get eaten because you're going to have so many other people with you. Oh, come on. Don't leave me hanging like that. Wait. Oh, have I not scanned your enemy? No. Well, there we go. That is one thing I could do, is I could just build a nuclear reactor just to get the voice line from the PDA about the nuclear reactor and then just deconstruct it. Fulfill my OCD heart. Oh, seriously, where the heck's the Reginalds? Meta, shout at me if you see one, because...
Will do.
Now they're just teasing me. Oh, come on. Don't leave me with just one. I mean, I could get more off stream, but eh. Oh, it's spinefish. Oh, do I have to end on a cliffhanger? Oh shoot, my oxygen. Okay, well, you know what? I'll grab another one between streams. I'll just stick our bachelor in here for now. Unless they spontaneously breed with each other, which I've never heard of before. There we go. All right, that'll be it. We'll just end there, because... See, this is the kind of boring farming that I'm trying to spare our viewers from. So, let me just go ahead and save. Make sure it saves. Awesome. And let's end out here. So, thank you everybody very much for watching. God, you're tolerating with me on this. I don't know if we have like 1 or 2 more streams of this, because we're kind of getting close to the end. Although the next streams are going to be more lore and exploration heavy, because now that we've done the heavy lifting of getting our base down here and everything else, we can do more fun stuff with the aliens. I have to look forward to that. If you like what you're seeing, always consider giving us a follow. We do stuff, try to do stuff Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and maybe other days as well. And if you like supporting the channel, consider giving us a donation. It always keeps the lights on, keeps things going, but don't feel pressured if you aren't able to. Totally understand. And, guess that'll kind of do it for here. Meta, what's our raid target?
Let me take a look.
Let's go send these people
Always
somewhere.
forget to open ready early.
Go send these people somewhere fun.
Alright, Comfy Bunker is playing Mouse PI for hire.
Oh, perfect.
Or...
Yeah, let's send him over there. We need to give Kubrick some love, because he's finally back. He finally finished moving after his own adventures with that, so yeah, we need to give him a boost with that. Alrighty.
Alright, let me start the raid.
Awesome. And yeah. Oh, I should mention, tomorrow we're going to be back with more Outer Wilds, and hopefully get right where we were when the stream crashed on Tuesday, and pick up from there. And yeah, otherwise, thanks everybody. Take care. Bye.
Oh, hi Alex, and good night.
Oh, dang. Hi, Alex. Sorry. Bye. You're catching us right at the end. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
We're about to take you somewhere really cool.
I need to unmute us. Sorry. Dumber, you got us right at the very end here. I'm sorry. Bye.